8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, we were lurking in the lab when, to my surprise, half the internet shut down and Samsung can't figure out why the Note 7 fried. Deadpool 2 director left, or so I heard, and Star Wars news for all of us Star Wars nerds. Then Logan hurt himself again. So here's the Humpcast Halloween episode. Now let's begin.
Yay! You couldn't do that over the song?
I probably could have. I just didn't want. I didn't know if it would have.
That's kind of long.
I didn't know.
I
Might
have went over a little bit, but that was good.
Yeah,
That
thank
was
you,
awesome, bro.
I worked hard on that. Thanks for shitting on all of my work, bro.
Well, you're welcome, dude. What are friends for?
What a
Exactly. I
fucking
love
asshole.
you. I love this guy. Fucking dick. All right, hey everyone. My name is Garrett A.M. Lee, and welcome to the Humpcast, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed and do the monster mash with a bottle of whiskey and Johnny Cash. My name again is Garrett A.M. Lee.
I'm Ryan D.
And I'm Ricky C.
Hey, welcome to Humpcast's Halloween episode. Now, I know this is not landing on Halloween, but it is our last show before such a holiday that we all love.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. And if you are joining us live, and if you see the thumbnail that should be on here, we are all in costume. So, as every episode...
Oh, sorry. I was going to say we can explain those, but we'll do it later.
No, I was actually going to...
Let's get into our beers.
I was going to do that.
Yeah.
As in every episode, we do start off the show with an alcoholic beverage of sorts. So let's get into that and explain what we're wearing. So let's go ahead and start off with Ricky C.
Okay. Well, for my drink, I brought in El Segundo's 2.5 Left Double IPA. I brought this I bought this a while ago, and it's just been sitting in my fridge because we've had parties and shit, and I just have been drinking other stuff and kind of forgetting about this.
Damn, you've been holding out on it.
And I found, so I kind of just found it like in the back of my fucking fridge.
That shit never happens at my house.
But it's,
Hey, look, beer.
it's a double IPA, 8.2% from El Segundo. So it looks really fucking delicious. It's Simcoe
nice.
and Citra hops.
That
So
sounds-
I'm gonna pop this open right now because I'm thirsty as shit.
That sounds bomb diggity. I love it. All right. And what are you wearing, bro?
Oh yeah, and
Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
who am I wearing?
Yeah.
I'm wearing this awesome Boba Fett sort of zip up hoodie that I can't really zip up all the way because of my headphones.
Well, show the listeners a little bit. See if you can zip up something.
I had to take off my headphones. Maybe I can do that, but do it later.
All right. You get it. You all get the idea.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
All right. Boba Fett. Also, but you're wearing a Chewy shirt, aren't you?
I am, because I was thinking of also I have a Chewy shirt on that's like full bodied.
Yeah.
But one thing I also forgot about, or not forgot, but I realized that I have like sort of like a bear ears that were really fluffy. I don't know if you guys like,
Yeah.
you know, the little
The
headgear.
spirit hood, right?
Spirit hood, yeah. So, but then I wouldn't have headphones, so that's why I was just like, okay, well, I have to do something.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Man, my computer has AIDS right now.
Oh, shit. Well,
What are you drinking, bro?
Since you all
don't
heard
need a
him,
computer to drink.
Ryan, what are you drinking, and who are you?
I'm drinking a White Russian, and I am the dude, you know?
Nice.
Really?
Or, you know, El Duderino.
Sorry.
One of those.
If you're not
There we
into the
go.
whole brevity thing.
Hey. Nice.
And Garrett, let's get into your let's get into your drink.
Let's get into everything about me. No, just kidding. Well, I actually, for the live viewers, you can check this out. I made my own Nightwing costume. This is about 79
Years old.
79% done. I think I'm gonna do something with the mask still, and then I might replace this thing because it keeps, it looks kind of shitty. But
That's
yeah.
good though.
I know.
That's
Thanks.
good for being homemade, man.
It's a homemade Nightwing costume. I got
pretty good.
basically motocross armor and I made this Nightwing symbol on my chest and my mask. But I'm gonna fix the mask. And what I'm drinking.
wearing hockey pads.
Hey, bro, motocross. It's different. It's better. It's gooder.
It's more better.
I'm the what did you say earlier? I'm the second best detective in the world. Yeah. So yeah, I'm Batman's protege, and I brought in this beer, which is pretty fitting for both the holiday and me in general. This is called the Hobgoblin. This is a mystery beer that wound up in my fridge. I asked every person in my house whose beer this was, and none of them claimed it, so I took it.
It's a haunted beer, bro. You're
I have-
gonna
I
release the
have
hobgoblin.
zero idea how this got in my fridge, but
You're gonna turn into Dobby.
Yeah.
dude, it's cool. The label's really cool. It's a Witchwood Brewery's Hobgoblin Dark English Ale.
Good lord, man. My
There's a little goblin on it that's gonna come and haunt your dreams after you drink it.
Yeah,
He's got an
probably.
axe.
I'm
He's gonna
I'm-
fuck your dreams
I'm
up.
pretty excited about that part. And it doesn't say on the bottle, but I think I looked this up and it was somewhere close to 11 or 12% alcohol
Oh,
by
shit.
volume. If I remember correctly, but it doesn't say on the bottle.
Is there? Can you open this for me, please?
Yeah, I can do
Please
that.
bottle opener suck dick.
You already tried
Thank
with your shit.
You didn't even try your popper, dude.
Come on,
I can't find it. Where the fuck is it?
Right there.
Oh, I lost it.
in front of
It's,
you.
it's blocked from my view.
And I missed again.
gone.
I literally
Perfect.
made the cap one time.
You did.
And
And it was one time that we weren't live.
That is it. That is all.
awesome.
All right, cool. So let's get into our beers and then let's get into the show.
Really got into our beers, and it's delicious.
No, I want to drink the beers is what I'm talking about, bro.
I am drinking it.
Anyway, though.
Sounds good. So
Oh, yeah, it's real fucking good. You guys want to try this?
we were scheduled to have a special guest today, but
Yeah.
unfortunately things happened, schedules change, and emergencies arise.
Oh
Now it's going to be a hostful.
Yep.
You get to fuck around with us today.
Yeah.
God, that is so good.
What was it? Give me. Yeah.
It's 2.5 left double IPA from El Segundo.
Oh my God.
It's really good, right? It's
So
really
good.
fucking good.
Okay. So yes. Fuck
God,
yes.
that is so good.
Okay. I want to say that El Segundo is quickly becoming like one of my favorite breweries.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of things, pretty much everything I've had from them has always been like
Their
pretty stellar.
Hammerland, their power plant, and this all fucking top notch.
Power plant's the one that's like 10%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Power
it's
plant's
pretty-
their
it's really
heavy
high.
hitter.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the triple.
Hammerland is like their award-winning double IPA, and then this is pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
And then of course we all drank.
Of course,
Ryan.
Broken Skull.
2.5 left.
Oh, the Broken. Oh, that's right. I forgot that they did that. I actually wasn't too big of a fan of the Broken Skull, but
I love the Broken
it's a single IPA, right?
I think it's a double.
No, is it?
I think it's a.
I'm pretty sure we have a bottle
Is it a
over
single? I
there
don't know.
somewhere. It says something, but fuck it.
It's somewhere over there.
Let me give a try to this.
Yeah. So now that it is a hostful, I guess we can talk about the events that unfolded on over the weekend.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Why don't you start?
Well, this past Sunday was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, shout out Ricky C. Also,
I don't get paid till next week, so next show I'm gonna have a present for you.
Aww.
Okay.
Well, I got him a present, but also I wanted to mention something. I forgot to mention this last time, or at least I did mention it, but it wasn't caught by the person that it was supposed to be about. My
What?
mother's birthday was this past weekend as well. Shout out Linda Lee.
Shout out. Happy birthday.
One of our top listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in all the time.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
giving me a bunch of shit about everything I say.
She was the
Or don't say.
She was 22nd, right?
Yeah, hers was 22nd, yours was 23rd.
Nice.
So yeah, shout out my mom. I love you. We already did your thing, so cool.
But yeah, so the 22nd, Garrett wasn't there for the first event, which was
fantastic.
yeah. So
Because I was with my mom.
yeah, because my birthday was on a Sunday, which was kind of a bummer. I decided to celebrate my birthday on Saturday so I can have a lot of fun, which I did. So this past weekend on Saturday, Lagunita's new place in Azusa, which is still even done. Probably not going to be done until
They said next summer.
yeah, next summer. So we got a very, very early sneak peek of, the inside, and it's still very much under construction, but it's fucking huge. It's like there's a giant warehouse complex that they kind of just took over. It looks like they're just still kind of building things from the ground up. It's by the Costco, if you know where that is in Azusa. Like you can pretty much walk from there, and also not too far from the Gold Line.
No.
So yeah, so it's very, very huge. What they had was they called it the Beer Circus. It was in all different locations, but this is being the last one and also the first one here in California, I believe. Or no, because they have in Petaluma.
They have the Petaluma location.
So this is just the first time it's ever been in Azusa.
in Azusa, yeah. But apparently it's a traveling thing that they're doing. So.
Right. Yeah. So it's sort of like a traveling circus. It's really circus themed. We saw a bunch of like
By the way,
clowns.
How about
and shit.
how about okay? So there's like burlesque and clowns.
Burlesque
and, shit,
clowns.
right? And how about one of the guys, the gay burlesque guy that we all went nuts over? Because,
Oh, yeah.
because he had ass tassels.
yeah.
Nice.
Wants to be on the show
It was ass-tacular? What?
Are you serious?
That's awesome.
How do you
Yeah.
know that?
because he I Instagrammed the video of him with butt tassels, and I was like, ass tassels, and I was like, make America gay again. And when I hashtagged ass tassels and checked into the beer circus, he commented on my video.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure he has a monopoly on that hashtag. Ass tassels.
And he commented on my video and said, "This is this is who I am," or whatever. He tagged himself in it, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, "I'm gonna come on Humpcast whenever." And then he sent me a message, and he was like, "Hey, this is my email address. Let me know."
Oh hell yeah! That guy put on a great show.
Nice.
I mean, I'm gonna be
better
super
than
honest.
he was better than half the chicks up there, man. It was awesome.
He put on a great fucking show.
Nice. That's talent right there, guys. I fucking wish I went.
Yeah,
That'd
so it was very,
awesome.
very burlesque. I mean, there's tons of fucking beer flowing all over the goddamn place
okay, so
for very cheaply.
you just buy those. They're like little tokens.
Beer coins.
Yeah.
Beer coins.
Have you seen? Actually, I was live streaming the event, so I actually got a pretty good video.
I wanted to
of
make
us,
a cool
walking
video.
around.
I wanted to make a cool video, but my fucking camera died.
Yeah.
because I didn't charge it the night before because I'm an idiot and a rookie. So
Smart. But yeah, so we live streamed. You kind of get a good picture of at least the outside of everything going on. I think I even live streamed like some of they had like circus games going on, which was like homemade. Like it was weird. What was like
skee ball.
Skee ball, yeah. It was like all like wooden, like just like not even like it was like there's no power out at all, so it was just sort of like homemade. But it was really cool.
That's true. I didn't even notice that. Like,
yeah.
none of the games that were
nothing was powered. Even all the rides going around, it was all people on bicycles.
Yeah.
Like driving like these rides that looked like super homemade, and there was signs all over saying like riders assume all risk, but they looked really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good.
So nothing bad happened. Everything seemed really good, especially for everyone who's like out there drinking in the very hot sun. It was a super hot day.
Oh, that's the shittiest. Did anyone get burned?
No, surprisingly, we didn't get burned.
Oh,
but
really?
It was just
Okay.
very exhausting.
Well, like sunburn? No.
Yeah, I didn't get sunburned.
Because I remember last time we had like a beer event, all three of us went when we went to the San Antonio racetrack.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
Micro
yeah.
beer.
That day was
I got
really
really
hot.
real
fucking
hot.
burnt.
That
And
day
we went
was really
swimming.
hot.
We went swimming like right after, and I took off my shirt and I was wearing like a sleeveless one just because it was hot. I literally looked like I was wearing a white vest.
Yeah,
that's right.
He had a Hank Hill tan.
I had the
Yeah.
no, but worse because it was like, it looked like it just went from my shoulders to my neck. It was weird.
That was so funny.
Awesome. David Gonzalez wants to hear more details on Ryan's show at the Dollar.
We will get to
Oh,
it.
we'll get into that.
We'll
All
get
right.
into it later.
Cool.
But yeah, so we went there first. We got very, very drunk, drank a lot of beers. And then, so that same night, we had a party at my house. It started like super late, like 8 o'clock. But because we had the beer circus beforehand, we kind of just wanted to set up and we knew that we were going to get sloshy. So I died as soon as I got home from that event.
Yeah. It was your birthday, so you have a past to die.
Yeah. So,
Also, well, keep going, and I have something to tell you after that.
okay. So, yeah. So we got home. I don't really remember anything. I don't even remember the ride home pretty much. But we ended up home. I just remember kind of wake up in bed and
I didn't even know you were that bad. Like I knew you were pretty bad when you spilled the new beer that you had.
Oh, party
I
foul.
don't remember doing
But
that.
that was because you pointed at something. It was like a comment. It was a, but he pointed at it with the beer.
It's over
hand.
there.
and it just went.
I don't remember doing that.
And,
Awesome.
Yeah, that was when I
spill
knew
on
you were
anybody?
pretty bad. Oh, and then you got intrigued by a globe.
What?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah, like an actual globe, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
You don't
like a
remember
world
going and walking
globe.
over the
yeah,
globe.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. So that was like towards the end, as we were leaving.
Yeah, well, no, that was like right before we ran into Steven. Shout out Steven.
Shout out Steven. Steven Alsey.
Yeah, I thought we ran
That was,
into him.
that was before because we ran into him when we went outside for the bathrooms.
Yeah, he is our
Right.
Craft Beer Kings liaison, as well as the former bass player for One Delta
we,
Rose.
we saw a lot of beer people there. We saw Mo, who's also the owner of Craft Beer Kings.
Yeah, and
who you may or may not be hearing from.
Yes.
yeah.
People.
Also, we got contact for the Dudes Brewery, so hopefully that'll be another thing.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing too is that they had a bunch of other local breweries there, just kind of passing out their beers for the same beer tokens. So $3 bought you a token,
Dude, we got fucked.
and with that token, you're able to buy any beer that was available there. So $3 got you any beer you wanted. You got a very nice serving of it, a full 16-ounce little cup of it.
Yeah.
So they were full pours, and yeah, so got super drunk. Got home, died, got like a little second wind from like maybe like 8 o'clock to 11, which I don't really remember like the last hour of that. And so according to my wife, at like around 11:30, I just got up from my seat, walked to my bed, just face planted into my bed.
In the very center,
and was just out.
You Jesus,
cold.
Yeah.
You just you spread arms out.
Like, I just got up from the party that was happening. Like I just was just like,
you know what it was? It was
just walked away.
It was right after your parents left.
It was right. Okay.
So
no, it wasn't because my parents told me like.
Oh no, that's right. No, that's right. When they were leaving.
Oh, it was when they were leaving.
Like they're like, oh, where's Rick? And they're like, I don't know. And then she goes in, she's like, oh my god, he's passed out, face down on the bed.
And it was like the earliest ending party I've ever been at. We're all there for you, and then you pass out, and we're like, all right, now what?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and like the weird thing is like I didn't really drink that much at my party. I maybe had like 2 beers I remember drinking.
Right.
So I just don't really know what happened, to be honest.
Like I just exhausted.
I think I was just
exhausted.
Yeah, I think it was just
Being in the
exhaustion.
sun.
Yeah. Because I woke up like around 5 o'clock in the morning, like in just like this cold sweat of like panic, because I didn't remember like I going to sleep, which is like a weird thing to like not remember.
Right.
But like I just felt like something was off, and then of course like I kind of like feel myself. I'm like, okay, I'm still in my clothes I was wearing all day, so that's not good. And I debated waking up my wife, who was like next to me, but since she was next to me, I'm just like, okay, like nothing's too fucked up. Obviously, if she's asleep next to me, like normal.
Right.
So that was sort of it. But
Except you turned around and she was dead. Her throat was slit.
No, I made sure she was breathing.
And you had the knife. No, we had to make sure you were breathing.
There's a knife in your hand.
That's right. Yeah, and I was. Yeah, so you guys even checked if I was breathing.
We
That's
did.
how out I was.
That's how bad it was. Okay, so yeah. So
you guys can tell from your perspective, but that was mine. I don't really remember.
That was the end of your perspective.
I told you everything that everybody told me, pretty much.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you had a pretty good handle on it. I have no idea what happened at the beer fest or at the beer circus because I wasn't there. But definitely let's go with Ryan's because he has a better account of what happened before I got there. But he said that like he thought you were just out because you fell asleep before you got to your party, or how'd that go?
Yeah, so we got there like what? In my house like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock,
like 6.
Okay.
And I wanted to watch the Dodgers, and I kept bugging Ricky to like help me. He's like, I don't know, I can't do it. And I was like, dude, like, come on.
That's classic drunk Ricky.
Yeah.
Nope. Go fuck yourself.
You said you had the login for your parents, like DirecTV. It's the last Dodger game.
Nope.
It was the last Dodger game that
Right,
they ended up losing. But I wanted to watch it. And it had started at 5, so
right.
I was like, fuck it, we'll just watch the Dodgers. Vicky ended up wanting to leave though, and I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And because we were there 3 hours early, I didn't even think about it because I was like, I thought because I didn't know that it started at 8 o'clock. I just assumed like as soon as we got back, everybody was gonna come over.
Oh, okay.
No. So then I was like, fuck it, let's just go then. And then we left and went to the store and whatnot, and then went home and changed, and then came back. But no, it's just so funny, man.
But I was up. I mean, like you guys got there
for a little while.
I kind of remember that, like people getting there.
Yeah, and then you got mad at us for shooting your Nerf guns.
What?
I did?
Okay,
I don't remember that.
Okay, so Ricky has these awesome Nerf guns. They are some of the most powerful Nerf guns that I've felt.
Yeah, they hurt like a motherfucker.
And so I guess Ryan D and what Vicky.
Me and Vicky started shooting each other. And then you're like, all right, take it outside. And I was like, why? You want to lose these darts? And then you just took them away from us and like took them back into your room.
No more guns. No more.
Well, I was drunk. I'm sorry.
No more. It's enough.
Yeah. Well, when I got there, which is well after all of this stuff, like Ryan was like, I don't know if he's gonna be even awake. So we got there, and you're like, hey guys, what's up? And I was like, oh, he seems pretty good.
Oh, yeah, because we kept watching you. I kept watching you sit down at one table, putting your head down, and then standing up and moving to the inside, and then putting your head down.
Oh, okay.
And we were like, just go to bed.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then you like kind of stood up, and I was asking you to help. Actually, no, it was when I was asking you to help me get the Dodger game on.
Oh,
okay. Like, come on, get the Dodger game on. You're like, I can't.
Okay, so the party, I felt like I got like a second wind. I kind of like went to sleep for maybe like an hour. I think.
No, you were really good though. Like when I got there, you were fine. A lot of people were already there.
Yeah,
you seemed to do pretty well, and then you just vanished.
Yeah,
and then
had enough.
Then everyone was looking for you, and then we found you face down on your bed, drooling. like literally drooling.
Yeah, and you guys got that great picture.
Yeah, I did.
We got on our Humpcast.
Exactly. Go check
Facebook
that out.
page.
Such a
check
good
it
picture.
out.
Where he's just face down, face planted into his bed. But I want to commend you because we had this rule pretty much in our college years of like we would always party and a lot of us would pass out. If you passed out and you had your shoes on, we would fuck with you and draw shit on your face.
Yeah.
And Ryan, myself, I don't know, did we ever get Ricky? Like badly at least?
No.
I don't think so. I think
Ricky
you left.
Ricky never spent the night.
Yeah, you
after a
left
while.
usually. But the main rule was like you pass out with your shoes on, you're gonna get fucked with.
Right.
You remembered, like you didn't take anything else off.
I know.
You had a hat on your head still. That's right. You had a fucking baseball cap on still.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
But
Awesome.
I feel like it was like you remember. You're like shoes off,
Yeah.
shoes are off, and I'm out. So
I have no idea.
And they were
man.
just like placed so neatly next to the door. I was like, okay,
like,
that's
even like maybe tipped a little bit.
that's what you remembered. Subconscious. Oh, I'm gonna. I gotta sleep. Let me take my shit. Just so ever so neatly put by the door.
It'd be better if they're neatly put in the oven.
Yeah, but I want to commend
man.
you on that one for at least
Thank you.
doing that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we had a great time then. That was fucking awesome. Great party.
Yeah,
And,
Beer Circus is a lot of fun, man.
Yeah,
That
shout
was
out
fucking great.
Lagunitas.
Yeah. Can't wait for the new place to open up. It's gonna
Can't
be
wait
fucking
either.
huge. It's gonna
Can't
be
wait
super
either.
huge.
Hey, but back to what we were talking about. We got to meet like a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point is we really need cards.
I could definitely use
I'll
cards
get on
there.
it for sure. Maybe we can get our buddy Justin Leos to do
Shout
some
out.
graphic design shit.
Well, you can make them on the website that I make mine. It's
Or
really
maybe
easy.
we can get our
Or we
buddy
can
Justin
make
Leos.
It's really easy.
right.
Anyway, yeah, because a lot of people were asking for them because we were talking about them. Oh, and
Yeah.
Infinity Roller Derby. There's a cool picture of me and Ricky on there too. They want.
Oh yeah, we saw Infinity Roller Derby.
Is that
Shout out
posted?
to our past guests.
And friends.
friends.
Are those? Is it
Our
posted
friends
already?
Proco were there.
Yeah.
A lot of friends were
A lot
there.
of friends were there.
Yeah,
it was
like
real
I was
cool.
on Instagram, dude. I was on Instagram and Snapchat.
everybody
I'm like,
was there.
Oh, all my friends are at the beer circus.
Kind of was like that. We kept running into a bunch of people.
We ran into an old host. That was super awkward.
That was pretty cool.
Yay!
But yeah,
It made it. See, just made it go off. You know?
Hey, you found a use for that button. By the way, Ricky's always had that button and forgot he had it.
I just forgot. I have too many buttons, guys. Too many buttons.
Nice.
I keep not putting enough milk in this shit.
Yeah, I keep seeing you every time I turn left. You're doing
More
something
milk.
new to your drink.
because it's
More
like
milk.
not perfect, not as good as the first one. Why is that happening?
Fucked up.
you just getting the ratios wrong.
I know.
You're just fucking alchemist, bro.
It's like, bro, as a craft cocktail bartender, I could tell you, you're not getting your ratios right.
Ratio this bitch.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Oh, there we go.
all right, all right. Fair enough.
But yeah, so that was my weekend that I partially remember.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was really fun, man. That beer circus was way
It
cool.
was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can have that dancer in. That'd be cool.
Yeah. We'll get him in. I got to email him. I forgot. I told him I would email him that day,
Nice.
which was yesterday, I think.
Nice.
There's bands.
Hashtag
contortionists,
ass tassels.
ass tass. So
I think it was at Cuban Missile Crisis on Instagram
okay,
because I guess he's a Cuban guy. So
great, nice.
We have we have literally other people saying I need to come bartend your show.
nice.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
We'll pay you in high fives and Domino's pizza coupons.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to come be our live bartender, we'd be happy to have you.
Yeah.
For sure, just hit us up.
Sure, you'll be on camera just making it. That'd be fucking amazing.
That would be awesome.
For sure, no doubt. If you want to come be a bartender, I will not stop you. Just hit me up or hit up Humpcast, message us on Facebook, or email us at myhumpcast@gmail.com.
Yes. Do that.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait for another event from Lagunitas.
Yeah, which probably won't be
so
until
cool.
next year.
I know, but I actually met the. I got a card from the social media
From
guy.
Social
Mr.
media.
Lagunita himself.
His name is Facebook Lagunitas.
From the Lagunita guy.
Sweet.
So we might have some contacts
Maybe.
when they finally come down.
Might get some free beer.
That's all we want.
I love how we don't even give a fuck about money. Like there's people like, hey, we can pay you X amount of dollars to mention our business. No, just give us beer.
I don't want that. I don't know.
That's
what to
how
do.
I would be. Fuck, man. Like, Jesus. Hey, we want to sponsor you. Pay you X amount. Can you just give me beer?
Yeah, it's like they'll ask how much you want. Like what's your rate? Like 6-pack, I guess.
Yeah, 6-pack. and then I'm like, hey, Ricky, shut the fuck up. 6-pack each.
Yeah, each.
Yeah.
Each.
6-pack each.
Boom.
Like, I don't know. But anyway, how'd you spend your actual birthday?
Oh yeah, Sunday.
So
like none of us saw you.
I mean, like it was mostly cleaning up the party. That I wasn't
The rager.
Yeah, so I just kind of cleaned up the backyard. I mean, it was a lot of work and boring shit until so I had a delicious meal that my dad made of homemade ribs.
Nice. Your dad makes the best ribs.
Yeah, they were fucking delicious.
Shout out Big Rick.
Making fucking ribs.
Making them
Big
human ribs. They're human ribs.
Human ribs
That's
for The
the
Walking
secret.
Dead.
That's
Yeah,
the secret.
human ribs. Yeah, he kind of like he just asked me like the previous week of he's like, I'll cook you anything you want. He's like, but I really want to cook ribs though.
Side note, really want to cook
I
some
was just
ribs
like,
now.
you know what? That sounds fucking great. I was like, I've had ribs before and they are amazing.
Dude, okay, I don't
That's a
think
classic Solis move, by the way. You can do whatever you want, but I really want to do this thing.
I'm just like, yeah, it sounds great.
I don't know anyone in their right mind that would turn down ribs.
Yeah,
Like
especially
really.
if you have ever had my dad's ribs before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd turn him down for his raviolis, though.
Really?
Raviolis are pretty good.
I have never had
as
his
well.
ravioli actually.
Fucking raviolis are dope.
They are.
Fuck, bro. Holding out. Do that.
Yeah, so he did ribs. He and I got to choose the sides at least,
Oh, birthday stuff.
which is just like a twice baked potato, which is amazing.
What is a twice baked potato?
Twice baked potato is pretty much what it sounds like. You bake a potato twice.
You put it in the oven, you
But-
take it out, and then you put it right
So
back in
you
the
cut
oven.
it. So what you do is you first bake it whole like normal, like you would.
Alright.
You kind of cut it as
All
you
right,
would.
all right.
Then what you do is you cut off the second, what the layer is, let's say the top side of it. You cut that out.
Uh-huh.
What you do is you put all those tops that you kind of cut off, like from, let's say like you're doing like a dozen twice baked potatoes. Cut off the top halves of them, throw them into a bowl, mix in like what you would put on top of like, baked potatoes. So it's things like sour cream, bacon bits, chives. Mix that all with like, almost like you're going to make like just really good mashed potatoes.
I'm hungry as fuck. Right
Yeah, so think of it of really fucking great mashed potatoes that you would then take from that bowl, throw it back on top of the little potato halves that kind of like carved out a little bit,
God damn.
and then you bake that again.
That sounds amazing.
All right, this is gonna be the end of the show. Thank you so much for listening. I gotta go get some fucking twice baked
Twice baked
potatoes.
potatoes, baby.
God damn.
Jesus,
They were
that
delicious.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, he's made those once before as well, so I that's been like in my brain.
Yeah.
So that was fucking delicious. So yeah, it was just a really good.
Have you
fucking
tried
meal.
to make any of these dishes?
No,
that
because
you-
I'd fucking just fail horribly.
Why not? Come on. Why don't you? You should really. You have your own house, your own kitchen. You should start trying to cook.
I should. I could.
You should, bro.
I know. I gotta buy my own fucking barbecue is what I need.
Yeah, you need barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably buy.
They're
one
pretty
soon.
cheap at like Big Lots right now.
Yeah, I've been looking at even at Home Depot. They're not that bad.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
$100
dude.
bucks.
You can get one
Get
for
you a
like
decent
a
one.
good
Bro,
propane
you
one for
can
like $100.
Yeah.
make a barbecue.
I can
Fuck
make a
it.
barbecue. I also
Nah.
want a pizza oven.
Make
Outside
a pizza
ceramic.
oven.
Make that
Out of
shit.
bricks?
Make
Yeah.
it. Make it.
Ceramic?
Like you just line the inside ceramic and then the outside's all brick. You could.
All right. Do that shit. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So that was my Sunday. That was my actual birthday.
Home
and then,
improvement.
and then I got to be super bummed out by the Walking Dead. And that was awesome. That's how I got to end my awesome birthdays by watching The Walking Dead right before I also had to go to bed, which was just a terrible idea all around.
Oh my God,
That
man.
was not a good.
All right,
that was
all right.
not a good thing to end.
Hold
my,
on.
We're not gonna spoil
We're not
shit.
gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna spoil anything.
We're not
But
gonna
we,
spoil
do, but we
shit.
do need to address something.
We need to address something.
It will ruin your fucking day.
But dude, we're not spoiling it. There's no spoilers.
Bro, it really did fuck my night up. And I had to go do comedy right after.
Yeah,
I was
don't
so
know how
excited.
I don't know how you did that.
I was so excited for the episode, and I was like, fuck it, I got time. I'll go watch the episode real quick because I recorded it. I was having dinner at my dad's, and I was like, let's go watch it real quick, and then I'll go do my show.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta find out. And so we put it on. We were watching it, and I'm like, I have my keys in my hand because it was like right when I didn't want to be late. So
Yeah.
How like fast forward through the commercial so we can get. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know if I could be funny right now. Like this is the worst. Like, and I'm watching, and everybody's just silent. I'm watching it with Matt as my girl, me, my girlfriend Vicky, Matt, and Amanda. Rat.
If you guys know, his name's not Matt. It's Rat.
You gave away his secret identity, bro.
Come on, bro.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to cut that out now.
Sorry. Fuck. What's your name?
Nightwing.
No. What's his?
Rat.
No.
What are you talking about?
Gary?
What's Nightwing's real name? I always forget.
Dick
Grayson.
Yeah.
You just gave out your secret identity.
Oh, bro. Everyone's just giving this shit out.
That would have been funny if I knew the fucking name.
Yeah,
Yes.
you fucked up.
Anyway, yeah, it's just everybody's just quiet, like as we're watching this shit go down, and we all look at each other when it goes to commercial. We're like, what the fuck?
Why am I watching this?
Why is the world mean place?
Why are they so mean?
I remember looking at my wife halfway through, just tears coming down her fucking face.
Dude, okay, so Jeanette didn't even get that far. She literally, like, it literally happened. The first thing happened, and she's like, oh, I hate it. And then the episode went on.
Yeah.
And there was more shit that happened. And then she was like, I'm out. Fuck it. Nope, I'm leaving. I'm out. She got the fuck up and left my house.
It was kind of hard. Like, when it cut to commercial again, I was just kind of like,
yeah.
do I want to keep doing this to myself?
Because there was like,
yes, it's horrible.
There was nothing satisfying about it. You know?
Yeah.
It was like they're stuck in this position. You know something bad's going to happen, but something horrifying happens, you know? And it's like, and you're just so invested in these characters. Like, and what's funny?
You guys stop talking about it. It's just, I feel like I don't know. We're not giving away anything, but
I'm actually pretty good at like we didn't yes, shit happens in The Walking
happens.
Dead. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're
listening and you have no idea, then you still have no idea for sure.
But
no,
obviously from
it's crazy.
The last, if you're caught up to the last season, you know
Yeah,
something
but
bad
that's
is going to happen.
exactly.
And bad things happen.
Bad things
do happen.
You get what you think is going to happen. Bad things.
But a lot of people are boycotting watching it now because they're like,
that's my girlfriend. That's Jeanette.
They're like, oh, I'm done. It's like they're saying it was the most brutal episode, and that there was nothing. You know, like they want to. They want to watch. They want to be entertained, and not mortified. So
I mean,
they've done some pretty choice shit before.
They have. This
But-
was definitely pushing that envelope
Oh
as
my
far
God,
as they fucking could go.
I feel like this was definitely the most brutal episode.
Oh, for,
I think it was
not
it was
brutal, but
probably the most
graphic.
gruesome thing I've ever seen in my entire life on television.
Right.
I think the main thing is that the camera shots were longer on the gruesome stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. Like other things you see like a glimpse,
Right.
and you're like, oh shit, that was
Yeah.
crazy. This they linger, and you're like,
Like, why is it still happening?
yeah, why is it still happening?
Why am I still looking at this?
Yeah. So that was definitely the most graphic thing I've ever seen on television by far.
On basic cable, yeah, actually,
Yeah, on television.
No, well, some greatest shit on HBO.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if HBO really counts. I guess basic cable.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
on
it's not technically basic cable either because
what's AMC?
you have to pay for it.
You have to pay for. Well, no, it's basic cable. You pay for cable.
Right. I guess. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess basic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
basic cable.
Basic
not,
cable.
Not
Not
antenna
like the
TV.
basic antenna TV.
Yeah, listeners agree. They agree. Yes, that shit was crazy. If you haven't checked it out, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing for the past few days, but definitely go check it out
life.
however you can.
Not being sad.
And then let us know what you think. Are you gonna boycott The Walking Dead, or are you down for some more seasons?
I mean, I'm definitely not boycotting it. I'm going to keep watching.
No, for sure.
I mean, it was a way to get through the storyline. Obviously, like it's also. I mean, for anyone who's
Some listeners liked it. They said they liked the episode a lot. I thought it was a good. Okay, it was a good episode.
Yeah. It's not that I didn't like it,
And I'm very.
It's not that I didn't like it.
Me personally, I'm pretty desensitized to gruesome shit.
Right. We all have the internet.
Yeah. So some people delve a little bit too far on the internet, and that would be me.
I think we all have seen things together on the internet that's been just regrettable.
Yeah. No,
One
for
man,
sure.
one horse.
Exactly.
Worse shit and
Mr. Hands.
jars.
Yeah.
There's jars.
Yeah. There's jars on the internet.
I forgot about that until this
Don't
conversation.
fuck with jars. on
Don't
the
fuck with
internet.
jars, bro.
That'll fuck up your day, man. You guys fucked up my day a couple times with some shit
Exactly.
like that on the internet.
Yeah. It was mostly your brother, Garrett's brother, who's fucked up our day on the internet before.
Yeah.
So,
the internet's a good and really bad place. You gotta be careful.
Right. So I mean, it was pretty graphic for being on basic cable for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to boycott it. I don't think it was a bad episode.
No, I'm down. I think it's actually a really good episode because of the fact that the actual story arc was really served well. what they did was, they really showed the reasons that they did all the stuff.
Right.
If you look at it, I mean, if you're not mortified,
Yeah.
pay attention to what their choices were, and they were really, I'm not gonna say justified,
Think about
but
what
they're
could
really
still happen.
They really explained why they did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to look at. Anyway,
It is. It's very hard to look
And we'll
at.
move
But
on.
we're gonna move on. From
Moving
that.
on.
How about that? You want to go to stories, or anyone got to say anything else? Do you want to talk about?
Oh, let's talk about Ryan's fucking show
My
in the
so
city of
fucking
Monte.
show.
If you follow us on Humpcast, Nightwing. I don't know.
Okay.
I want to throw my name in there because fuck it.
El Nightwingo.
El Nightwingo. Hey.
Silver Dollar Saloon. We're finally making it happen. We're having a comedy show.
Our usual hangout.
the usual hangout spot.
Silver Dollar on Lower Azusa.
We're finally doing a comedy
Shout
show
out.
next week, November 1st, which is actually. We'll hopefully we fix the
Technically the Tuesday.
the Tuesday we record this. Technically, right after this, I have to go straight over there and do a show.
Technically from the show, we're all gonna go party at the Dollar.
Right.
Party.
Basically.
Well,
Basically.
I will definitely be there next. What was it? Next
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
So
Next
do-
Tuesday, November 1st, at 9 p.m. We'll be setting up and doing-
directly after the show, so we might get a little bit lit.
Right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So I have to do comedy.
You're gonna
But,
do your biggest show drunk as fuck.
It's not my biggest
Your
show.
biggest show.
Let's calm down a little bit.
Hugest
This is-
show.
Bro, this is the biggest show you ever done. It's at the Dollar,
This
bro.
is the Silver Dollar Saloon. This isn't fucking Madison Square Garden.
we got some listeners already saying that they're going to be there for show.
Awesome.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
cool. Yeah, it'll be great. We got a great fucking lineup. It was like we've been talking about it for a while, and then we just kind of figured it all out. And I was like, how about November 1st? It's a pretty easy number, first of the month, Tuesday.
It's November. Everybody likes that.
Well, no, it's just they want me to do it on
11.
Tuesdays. They want me to do it on Tuesdays, and I was like, okay, let's do the first Tuesday of the month. I don't have anything that night. That night after the podcast,
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that, and then
Awesome.
hopefully it'll probably be like the first Tuesday of every month, unless they give me like a Friday when they don't have a band.
Okay.
So
So who's gonna be at this show?
this one's Bruce Jingles.
Nice.
Mike Alberici.
Mike Alberici,
Alexis
Prigo,
Prigo.
Nick Petrillo has also been on the show.
Yeah.
Mike. Oh, we already said Mike. Patrick Riley, regular guest on the show.
Yep. All friends of the show. I'm sure
Who else
half,
do I have?
pretty much
Pretty
half those people have been.
Everyone has been a
Yeah.
guest on the show, so yeah. So you have Mike, Nick, Alexis, Bruce, Ryan, and Patrick will
Yeah.
be there.
There you
Tuesday.
go.
It's gonna be a great
Humpcast comedy show.
show. Yeah, pretty much.
You can have them sign autographs. Be like, hey, I heard you on Humpcast. You were really funny, or
Yeah.
I hated your guts. One or the other. Whatever you want to do,
We can drink beers together.
you do that.
It'll be a great night.
Boom.
Yes, we'll
Join
definitely
us.
drink beers. Play some darts after the show.
There you go.
Um,
During the
boom.
show, fuck it.
Yeah, dude.
So, please don't play darts during the show. We have comedians standing there.
I'm gonna
trying-
throw him at Ryan while he's on stage.
I think the stage is in front of the dartboard.
Yeah, it is right
son.
in front of the dartboard. So you can actually, maybe you can just throw darts at us while it'll make it a little more interesting.
Well, depending on how turnt we get, I might throw darts at you. I don't know.
And we'll make it a fun show.
Woo!
There we
We'll
go.
have comics stand in between dartboards, so if you miss and get us in the eye, it'll just make it a little bit better.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, please come out. It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited. There's no cover, but the more beer you buy, the more I get paid. So
So drink up.
so drink the fuck up.
Drink all the beer. And no, that's just beer. I was gonna say and wine.
No,
they don't have
just-
wine, do they?
No, but they have things other than it's a beer bar. So like anything you
Yeah.
can buy in bottles that is not beer, they have. I mean,
Oh.
that is not liquor.
They got don't they have buzz balls there? They got buzz balls.
Oh, they do. They do
Totally
have
forgot
buzz
about
balls. They
that.
got those root beers. They have
Root beers.
those like canned martinis.
The strawberries
The
and stuff
strawberry,
like that.
yeah. Those things and
So there you go. If you don't like beer, there's other stuff to drink.
yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Not cocktails, but
All right,
No
so bring all your friends. Head down to the Silver Dollar next Tuesday,
9 o'clock.
at 9 o'clock on Lower Azusa. And hey,
They can't hear it, so it's not that fun.
yeah, sorry.
you guys go. You know what I'm doing. You
Just-
know what they're hearing.
If you want, you can sync up the live feed to the actual audio
yeah.
later on today,
And you can
they'll
check
get the
that
full
out.
effect.
It's like
get your money's
it's like
worth.
watching The Wizard of Oz: The Dark Side of the Moon, only better.
Yeah,
Nice.
only more better.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
All right.
fucking awesome. We
that's
will
next
definitely be
Tuesday.
there. Well, I will be there. Ricky's gonna be asleep.
I'll probably be there. I'll stop by for a bit.
Nice.
Fuck it.
I'll
Right
be
down the
awesome.
street from my fucking house.
I'll be hosting.
I'll walk home.
I'll be hosting. So
I was gonna say, just host, or well, you're gonna do a set now, right?
yeah, but right off the top, so I'll be hosting.
Oh, okay, cool. So get there as soon as it starts.
As soon as it fucking starts.
soon as
So I'm kicking off the show. At least this first one. I mean, maybe the next couple ones.
Yeah.
I'll headline or whatever. But just for this one, I'm just gonna do a short set right off the top, and then bring on my friends. So
First $1, then fucking Kevin Hart status, bro. That's where it starts.
Boom.
It's where
Football
it's
Gonna be the
stadium.
next Kevin Hart.
Football stadium.
I'll be doing fucking the new Rams field.
There you go.
Boom.
There
Opening
we
up a Ryan
fucking
D.
go.
Sounds good. Also, I want to give a quick reminder to us, Ricky C, and me. We're gonna be at
Reminder.
LA Comic Con this weekend.
You're gonna be there, right? Too.
No,
Ryan's not gonna be. Okay.
that's why it's just me and
All right.
Ricky.
It's still a possibility, but I'm not. I don't think so.
Okay.
Possibly,
It's possible.
possibly Ryan D, Ricky C, and myself this Saturday at the LA Comic Con, formerly known as Kamikaze, Stanley's Kamikaze. You can definitely catch us because I will be in full Nightwing costume. What you see right now is just a little bit and is not perfected. Ricky C will be in costume. Maybe.
At least,
Yeah,
at least
probably.
wear what you're wearing.
No. I'll wear my
He'll
costume.
be wearing something, but I will say this:
I have a costume.
the first person, to come up to me or Ricky C and says that they listen to Humpcast, I
We
will
will
buy them.
suck your dick.
I will buy them a
Garrett will
drink.
suck your dick.
I will buy them a drink.
Garrett will suck their dick and balls together all the way.
Okay.
All right.
This went way too far. I was just trying to, just come meet up with us. I don't know where we're gonna be, but you can find us. Of
Yeah,
course.
we'll be walking around the show floor. So,
Saturday, the 29th, 28th,
the 28th.
28th.
29th.
Whatever the fuck Saturday
29th.
is.
I'm sorry, 29th. Because
Yeah.
the 30th is Sunday, then 31st is Monday.
That makes sense.
Halloween's on a Monday, which is dumb.
Saturday the 29th,
29th.
at LA Comic Con. Come find us.
At the LA Convention Center.
Get some booze.
Get some booze from Garrett. And you know what?
Boom.
Fuck it. I'll buy you a beer too.
Oh,
That's 2 beers.
That's 2. You got 2.
If I'm there, I'll buy you a. I'd squeeze your
He'll
dick.
give
I'll
you-
just squeeze your dick.
I was like,
Ryan will squeeze
I
your
think
dick.
at this point it's gonna be cheaper for you
Not
to squeeze
hard
their
though.
dick.
You'll like it.
Yeah, you'll like it. Don't worry.
I'll just squeeze the
It'll be
dick.
nice.
Out of
It'll be better if you're not hard.
thanks. Thank you for listening. Like
It's like a shake. It's like the way. It's just the way Ryan shakes your hand.
Yeah.
yeah. only if your hand's your dick.
Funny thing about your hand, it's on your dick.
Sick reference, bro.
It's normal shit.
Boom.
Sick reference, though.
Oh, same actor.
Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
He agrees.
He does.
All right. Sound good? Let's get
story
into
time.
some stories.
Welcome.
So what's up, everybody? This is Ricky C. Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation. There's actually a really big expo going on right now for video games. It's called E3, announcing a new hardware system.
Here's Ricky Tech News. What's up, Ricky C? Goodbye.
Oh.
Oh shit! Who brought a Note 7?
Hey.
There's an explosion that Ryan did not hear because he doesn't have his fucking headphones
I
on.
know. Ryan totally. Oh, shit.
Ryan's bouncing.
He read my mind. No, we gotta pee, dude.
I'm getting ice.
Oh,
Ryan's getting
okay.
ice.
Never mind. I should bring an ice bucket then. Next
Next
time, baby.
That explosion was for my first story that Samsung actually still has no idea what's making the Galaxy's Note 7s explode.
What the shit?
They have
What is
no fucking idea.
that? How do you not know what makes it explode?
Yeah, so it says, after continued reports of the phones catching on fire when charged, Samsung finally put the Galaxy Note 7 out of its misery 2 weeks ago. But 2.5 million recalled devices and $2.3 billion in projected losses, the company is apparently no closer to identifying what killed its flagship smartphone. It says, according to the new Wall Street Journal report, Samsung's first diagnosis blaming malfunctioning batteries was made by executives with incomplete information under pressure to do right by the customers. So basically, they would just rush to kind of find an issue and just blamed it on the fucking batteries.
The battery did it.
There's like, oh, people are like, it's only catching fire when they're charging it, so it must be the battery, so let's blame that.
Okay.
Okay. But now that there's been so many things going on, and the government's now getting involved, and it's now it's literally a federal like against federal law to take a fucking a Note 7 onto an airplane.
Yeah.
So they're getting involved and they want to know. They really are now pushing Samsung to get the right information. So they're like, we want all the analysis. They're probably even giving like third parties in there to do reports on it as well. So now they're finding out that it's not the battery. Turns out they have no fucking clue.
Well, we know what it's not.
Yeah,
and it's not the battery.
It's a dynamite in there.
Yeah,
that's
so
what
now
dude. They just got to take it out. I don't understand what fucking genius put C4 in a S7.
Yeah, so there have been outside people looking into it.
ISIS.
Said outside, it's ISIS.
That's what happened.
The batteries just said ISIS on it, and then it turns out it's just the ISIS batteries. It's all the ISIS batteries.
That's what you get for getting the bargain brands from overseas.
Don't order from ISIS.
It says outside experts have pointed to a range of possible culprits, from the software that manages how the battery interacts with other smartphone components to the design of the entire circuit board. It says engineers are also looking into the possibility that the battery case may have been too small to house a battery of that capacity, but that's only according to one Samsung mobile executive. So just we pretty much no idea. No idea. That's the
a multi-billion-dollar
summary,
company. They're just like,
and these phones just huge, crazy fire hazards.
they're just like, fuck,
Just no idea.
we don't know.
Yeah, just fire. There's
like-
fire. That's all we know.
That's like what like a 10-year-old boy who starts a fire in his backyard says. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck happened here? I don't know.
It just caught on fire.
It just caught on fire. I don't know. I don't know.
I was just outside playing, like way over there on that side.
Not
This
even near
side even caught
where the
caught
fire
fire.
is.
I pointed it out. I'm saving the day right now.
Right. It's a good thing I told you. Otherwise, this would have gotten out of control.
Exactly.
So they discontinued them, right? That's what happened.
Right. So they're trying very hard they pushed a full recall. They're trying to get them all back. There's people who for some reason don't want to give them back still but
Because theirs hasn't blown up
yeah,
yet.
because it hasn't blown up yet.
And that's right. You guys talked about it I think on the show that I wasn't on, where they have they're sending them packages to send them back in.
Yeah, so they're gonna send you like a full fireproof like fucking bag and box and
And a suit, a
Yeah.
fireproof suit.
and it's like there's a bunch of fucking like crazy stickers on there that says like do not put on an airplane. Like they all have to be like no matter where you are, it can't go on an airplane. So it can't get back to Samsung on an airplane. So
Right.
it literally has to be all ground transportation, which is
Right.
insane. It's
That's
just so
fucking
much
crazy.
money that they're fucking losing. It's crazy.
That's insane. But
all right.
wasn't that the problem before? Like, didn't that happen to a bunch of them before? Like,
Samsung?
yes. I'm talking like, I don't know what, a couple years ago, 5 years ago, they had
I
a
don't know
problem
about
with their
full crazy-
with their phones blowing up.
I don't know, man. I don't remember that. I'm gonna look that up.
I feel like there was a problem. There's like a huge epidemic before with
Let's see.
one of their phones was being.
Phone.
It wasn't. It was either blowing up or just
Total
catching on
phone
fire.
recalls.
It was and it was a big deal.
I'll put cell phone recalls. Let's look at this up. Cell phone recalls.
Let's look it up.
Any
On
anybody
this episode
live
of
stream and everything?
on this episode of Humpcast Googles.
It's all Samsung stuff. There's an LG thing I'm seeing, but it's mostly all Samsung.
Yeah, there was
On the
one
first
recently.
page.
I mean, not recently. Well, there's the one recently, and then there was one a couple years ago.
don't
I
know,
remember
man.
it being a big deal.
Everything on Google right now is just all focused on the Note 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's check the live comments here.
Okay, let's see. So it says 4 manufacturers have issued recalls due to problems ranging from overheating to dropped E911 calls. AT&T was forced to recall the Quickfire GTX75 made by UT Starcom. We don't know what the fuck this is. After reports that the handset was overheating when improperly connected to the AC charger, AT&T pulled the Quickfire off the shelves and sent out a notice to users explaining how to properly hook up the Quickfire handset to the charger. LG put a recall notice out about 30,000 of its A30 Spider handsets after several customers had difficulty keeping a connection with voice calls to 911. So that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, dropping
That's a
calls
pretty
to
big deal.
911. Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, the company was recalling 2 software versions for the touchscreen slider. This was in 2008. Nokia had a 5800 Express Music, which was released stateside. Within a few days, the forums were reporting that the touchscreen wouldn't connect to 3G. In addition to that problem, just Yeah, and then there's another BlackBerry, but nothing about Samsung. This is
Blackbeard?
This is Samsung's first.
Is it Blackbeard?
Blackbeard.
Okay.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard's phone.
By the way, I just walked on your cousin on the shitter.
Nice.
Why does no one lock the door?
This is his house.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, bro, you're walking in on his house.
Fair enough.
That's awesome. That's better than when Julian walked in on our other cousin shaving his
Shaving his
pubes.
balls. That's not better.
That's not better. That's better.
That's better?
Your story.
Why
Yes.
is that better?
Because he's shaving his balls.
I didn't see like his shit or his dick, but it was like he was sitting
Yeah.
on the toilet. He's like, ah.
According to Julian, he got the full. He got the full
well,
everything.
he had
He got full blown scrote.
he had his legs spread.
Yeah.
He had his legs spread with holding his balls up, and he was getting the gooch.
Yeah. So Julian saw everything.
And he wasn't shaving him. He had a buzzer, and so he had his balls.
He didn't hear that?
He
Julian
had
didn't
his
hear
balls
that?
uplifted. And Julian walked in on that. And he's all,
was
hey.
ready to go to
and,
town.
and he goes, "Hey, I'm shaving my balls." And those are the first words I hear in the morning because
Hey, I'm shaving. Why does it sound like that? Hey, I'm shaving my balls here. Your cousin from New York, from Bronx.
Yeah. I don't know why he talks like that. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
man.
I'm shaving my balls here. It was so fucking funny, man.
That's
And that was
awesome.
we were all sharing a room. It was like a bunch of dudes sharing a room and
Where was this?
in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
That
a little bit
makes
more
sense.
understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, is this at your house or like your
No,
parents'
We're
house?
just all sharing a room.
No,
Sharing
it was-
normal shit.
Hey, I'm shaving my balls here.
It was in Vegas.
Go get the cannoli. Jesus.
You're staying at New York.
We were staying.
hey, hey. Bruh. So awesome. I'm going to get some ice because I'm going to make a cocktail.
You want one of these?
If you're offering.
Yeah. Well, here you can have the last one.
All right. I love you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to.
Uh,
I don't need
all
any
right,
more
so-
of these, man. Fuck.
So I can move on to my next story. So actually, for everybody here in the West Coast, we didn't really feel this as much as we were on the East Coast. But if you were on the East,
Kaiju?
if you were on the East Coast
Kaiju?
last Friday, you may have noticed that the entire internet went out.
What?
Yeah,
I heard there was some crazy hacks that went on over this past week.
Yeah, so this kind of started on Thursday and it got worse on Friday.
Well, actually, my work was a little disabled for a little while too because of all this shit.
There's a lot of stuff that was affected. We kind of didn't feel it as bad as you would if you were in let's say like New York or somewhere on the East Coast. But there's most likely you got slow speeds if anything here in California.
Yeah.
Which is even apparent to me. But so this was a DDoS attack, also called a denial of service attack on a company called DYN, D-Y-N. And it's basically what they do. The easiest way to sort of like put this into perspective, if you don't really know what a computer and a domain name server is, but basically what they classify as like an address. So when you type in google.com onto like the top place, obviously as soon as you press enter, you're taken to Google's homepage, which is just a search page.
Right.
So as soon as you type that in, something on the
Sorry about that.
there's something on the internet that automatically knows, oh, okay, you want to go Google, that's right here. So that's basically like it's an address. So think of it as just basically an address. So it's like as the same address it'd be like to your house. So what this service does for this company called DYN, D-Y-N, they provide that sort of route to whatever website that you're going to. So they're the ones who would point you to google.com and say, okay, you're trying to go to Google, right over here, sir. This is where it is. What somebody did was push a bunch of let's say all of a sudden thousands of people were asking this one person where google.com was. And this person got just overwhelmed as shit because they're just like, why are there so many people asking me this question right now all at the same time? And there's literally millions of things coming in right now. Like, I don't even know. I'm just going to give up. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Whoa.
And it wasn't, so this was not just Google themselves. This was, actually, I don't know if it was Google. Let's see. I think I had a full list of all the affected sites. The biggest ones was CNN.com, Etsy, GitHub, HBO Now, Imager, PayPal, PlayStation Network, Reddit, Spotify, Starbucks. Let's see, Twitter. I mean, really fucking big. Netflix.
Big names, yeah.
God
yeah,
damn.
Yelp. I mean,
Everything
the
went
list
down.
goes
When did this
on
happen
and
again?
on. Friday.
Friday?
Xbox.com,
What the fuck was I doing
Times.com.
Friday? I didn't notice this.
So that's why, like, we didn't really feel the full effect of it going completely out over here. We just, if you were probably connected to these sites, it was very slow that day. That's the full effect that we would get here in California. But this was a company that's mostly in the East Coast. So here in the West Coast, they would use a different company because they're not going to use that company's not a full, at least American-wide company. You'd go now that we're on the other, that we're on the West Coast side. They use a different company to sort of manage that whole addressing. So there's another guy here basically addressing us to go to what website we need. So they don't really. So there's been a lot of speculation. The first thing that kind of came out was saying like it was a state-sponsored attack. Like it was so big, like who would ever think to go after this company that kind of manages all these different addresses and basically just fuck up everything. Like it was sort of like a crazy smart thing to do.
Right.
Because it's just like, okay, like we're not going to go after just one website. We're going to go after the guy who manages all the websites. We're going to go after the internet themselves, pretty much.
God damn it, Garrett. Fuck.
It needs more Kahlua.
Oh, my
All
goodness.
right. I can only imagine how strong that drink is.
Fuck. Why did you put that stuff in there? It really ruins it.
No.
The pumpkin stuff.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough Kahlua. It was really...
Well, look at the size of your glass and look at the size of mine, and that's why.
No, these are different shapes.
Yeah, it's a shape, Brian. It's a shape stat to make it stronger.
Yours fits like a pint in that shape,
No.
and mine fits probably about 12 ounces.
Yeah, it's possible.
I think you need to know what... I'm going to look that up real quick, because I think that's about the same.
Yeah, so let's...
No, a pint is 16. No, mine's about 6 ounces.
Oh, okay.
10 ounces maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's basically the extent of the attack. So there's lots of questions, obviously, of who did it, how it was even done in the first place.
Who done it?
But so in the beginning, everyone kind of
16.
blamed it on a state-sponsored attack. They kind of said that okay, like this is so big that it had to come from a government agency somewhere in the world. But since that story kind of broke, they've said that it was just a classic case of internet vandalism. So
Wow, that's it?
Classic internet.
Yeah. So how the attack was actually carried out, Dan has confirmed that the analysis of some cybersecurity companies that the attack was launched by IoT devices, which stands for the Internet of Things.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope, that's a real fucking saying.
What the shit?
So if you don't know what the Internet of Things stands for, is something like, let's say, let's see what. I know I just saw a commercial for a Samsung. I don't know if it's Samsung, but a refrigerator that had a full TV on it, full Wi-Fi capabilities.
I know Samsung has one.
It was connected to
yeah.
the internet.
Yeah.
There's light bulbs you can connect to the internet now and control them through your Wi-Fi. Webcams obviously are a big one. They've always been connected through Wi-Fi. Things that are just sort of connected to the internet. And that's why it's called literally the Internet of Things. It's not a computer. It's a thing that's connected to the internet.
It's stuff.
That's so funny.
Okay.
It's just
So
such a lazy
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a bunch of
Stuff.
computer engineer guys who came together and was like, what do we call this? It's like just a bunch of things connected to the
Internet
internet.
of Things.
It's stuff.
It's called the Internet of Things.
It's stuff and things.
Yeah.
What the shit?
So yeah, it was very lazy, but that's the best example. Just these different devices that aren't really computers but connected to the internet, which have been cause of concern because
I would just love it even more if it was like the Internet of Stuff.
Right.
it could have been
Or stuff and things.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It was very close to that. They went with the other one, which was things.
Things. All right. Well, it's a little bit better.
It was
than
very
stuff.
close.
Stuff and Things would have been best, though.
Yeah, but obviously for coming from like a network security side, the biggest sort of downfall you'd see from that is all these sort of normal people maybe buying into these different things and not realizing, okay, like these are connected to the internet, and if you don't really know if you don't necessarily know that it's connected and how it is connected, it can possibly just be an open, like this is just another portal into your actual internet, your Wi-Fi network that's completely unsecured because you didn't bother sort of like diving into the details and securing, whatever your fucking refrigerator is sending out.
Yeah.
But, a normal person wouldn't fucking do that. There's like, this connects to the Wi-Fi. Like, let me just punch in my shit and that's it. I'm good.
It is kind of weird. Have you seen those fancy ass refrigerators where
Right.
they have like a tablet on the
They
front
do.
of it?
Yeah. It's just a huge fucking tablet.
weirdest thing.
Cars now are coming in.
Samsung has that for show.
Tesla's now,
that's what I'm
cars
tripping-
having computers in them.
That's what I'm tripping on too. Is like there's a new I can't remember. They're advertising it on like K-Rock or something. There's a fucking car that has like Facebook, Yelp, and Twitter like at your fingertips on your car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is that any fucking better than using your phone?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you need that?
But no, knowing how cars work, I think those things are deactivated.
They probably get deactivated
when you're not like But then it's like why the fuck are you
Why would
even
you
why
put it
you
in?
have
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I have a phone.
Yeah.
If I park, I can use the phone.
Yeah, I mean, my car has built-in GPS, but literally Google on my phone is 1,000 times better than that piece of shit that's in
True.
there.
That's all true too.
So like even the tech on my computer, like it's it's very archaic, and very old.
Like I feel like we're getting kind of to a point to where we're getting unnecessary technology.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
I don't need a fucking TV on my fridge.
Exactly.
Who the fuck would need that?
No, actually, no. One thing I don't know if this is the exact same thing. I did see a fridge that shows you what's in it, so you can kind of like go grocery shopping. Like, oh, what do I need without
Something
opening?
I can do with opening my fridge.
No, but you're no.
a second.
That's the point. Like you're wasting energy. You're letting the cold or the heat in the.
You're not wasting
thing.
that much energy by looking at
I'm
your
not
fridge.
opening it up.
Too
and
much
studying
energy.
Everything in my fucking fridge that's very small.
Too much.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Unnecessary.
All right. Never mind. I retract my statement. I retract it.
Unnecessary.
But no, let me ask you this.
So-
Okay, what do you guys think of self-stopping cars? Sorry, I'm burping.
I think that's cool, but that's more relying on sensors in the car more than the internet itself.
No, I'm talking about just devices. I'm kind of against
Just
these
smart devices.
I'm against. Well, it's technology. It's
So
something
against cars stopping
by themselves. Yes,
Why?
100%. Because of the fact that things malfunction.
That's true.
And all it takes is like the wrong a
I'm on
virus.
the freeway and
all
it
it takes
just stops.
all it takes is one guy, one fucking hacker, one whatever, to create a virus to make cars start braking at the wrong times.
That's already been done. Even Teslas themselves, I've seen people saying that these cars have all these capabilities, but look how easy it is to get in because
really?
Even though they have all these fancy things, they don't secure them.
Well, that's the point, and that's why I'm against all that. I mean, it's a nice seeming feature. The way that they market it is
I've read
awesome.
stories before of guys just kind of trying to make it apparent, they've gotten to people reporters' cars and said, okay, get in your car, drive wherever you want. We're gonna stay in this location, and then we're gonna start fucking with you in your own car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they've hit the brakes, they've turned on the lights, they turn on the windshield wipers, everything, because it's all connected to a computer.
That's why I don't like that at all.
But it's happening. It's been happening. That's old news, bro.
Yeah. It's true, dog.
So much like that.
Moral of the story: buy classic cars.
My classic cars.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, oh shit! What the hell?
Oh, what the What?
I don't know why this is happening.
I
right
like
now.
how Ryan doesn't tell us shit ever.
This is a complete surprise. We just got a special guest.
Yeah. Do you,
Studio.
Turn his mic on.
oh, okay. Everything. We're just starting things over now.
Oh,
Do
shit.
you have headphones, or do we have headphones for him?
We do.
we
I
got
gotta
headphones.
get him headphones.
All right. Let's go.
Now
You
we
wanna
have a
go and
guest.
introduce our guest then?
To our live.
Yeah, once he gets mic'd up, it's all good. We got it. We
All
got
right.
it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Nice.
Came with apple juices.
There we go.
Yeah.
I thought they were Millers.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Fair enough. That's cool.
We got a special guest, guys.
What? I'm waiting to introduce him because
Special
this
guest drop in.
setting him up.
This is how comedy shows work.
Apparently,
It's just special guests just drop in. and
we
then
are
you gotta-
improving right
And
now.
then you got to keep going. It's all right. You're good.
So I don't know if I should keep going to my story or not.
Well, let's intro him first. Once once it gets plugged in. You got your thing?
Your mic is hot.
There you
is
go. You can
hot.
take it off.
You're
You
good.
can take it off the stand.
Whatever you want.
Hot mic.
All right.
Hello.
There
Hello.
he is.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, perfect.
perfectly.
All right. Randy.
This is our friend
Who just walked in?
Frank Hernandez of the famous BCGs.
Oh God.
Shout out.
The world famous BCG.
World famous. I don't know. They haven't played the dollar. Have you guys played dollar yet?
Cool. I can.
I don't think so.
Slightly less than world famous
Yeah.
BCG.
Yes. So we were supposed to. Funny story with the Hashishians,
Oh, really?
and nothing ever happened. Unfortunately, I would love to.
Tilt your mic a little bit towards your mouth more.
You gotta put it right in your mouth.
Right.
You gotta talk into it a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, you got it.
Just the right amount.
Yes.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, so welcome to the show as a surprise guest.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a
surprise
bottle?
even to us, except for Ryan.
We had we were. Supposed
I would imagine.
Well, it wasn't a surprise to me. I wanted to surprise you guys, bro. 'Cause you wanted to
Oh,
surprise us, bro.
Oh, you're so
surprise.
thoughtful, Ryan.
So thoughtful.
We were
Hi.
supposed to have you on a couple weeks ago to shadow the episode,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen.
and then you didn't get back to me.
Works
But now
crazy.
you're here.
Works crazy.
As-
dude.
But now
as
it's
you-
today, and now you're here.
So, yeah,
Things are
I-
crazy.
So today on Humpcast, I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking Martinelli's sparkling apple juice.
There you
'Cause
go.
This is the shit.
Put it up to our
Boom.
live viewers over here.
Funny
There
thing,
we go.
Frank doesn't drink anymore, but he's the guy who got me drunk for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that.
Ricky, this might be difficult, but can you move the phone? Okay.
I
Yeah,
can-
just
No,
turn it a
just
little bit
slightly
that way.
to the
I can
that way.
move
Perfect.
over.
Stop. That would probably
I'm
perfect.
stopping.
Now move over a little bit.
like that.
Yeah.
That will probably be perfect.
Should I be more
it's
loud
delayed,
about
so I
it,
can't
or
Perf.
What?
should I be more loud about it, or?
tell. For
If you
this
wanna
show,
just put
yeah,
it, like, right in the
definitely.
There you
chair.
are. You're perfect
Yeah.
right there.
Okay, cool.
Boom.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Sorry to throw off the vibe. I wasn't
for coming
expecting
in.
to be on, so this is a little weird, but fuck it, right?
You're good, bro.
Dude, that's
our
how
guest
we
isn't
roll.
even here, so
Yeah, we
you're-
were
You
supposed to-
are
you're
our
it.
guest.
Yeah, who was supposed
You're
to be
it.
the guest?
Scribble. But he'll be in
Skrillex?
next.
Rapper.
He'll be in next week.
Skrillex, yeah.
Skrillex.
Skrillex.
Oh, is that his, like
No,
his
Scribble.
his like second cousin?
Yeah.
Scribble.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. Cool.
Scribble.
No, he's a rapper friend of mine, ours, who actually just dropped a new album that's on iTunes.
Yeah, check it out on iTunes.
Fuck me, right?
Shout out to one of our first episodes, episode 8. Scribble actually gave us
a
our
song.
Humpcast rap.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, I have that. Fuck, I should have sent that.
Yeah, which I don't have.
I should have sent that to you.
We'll get it for
should
next.
have.
We'll get
pretty
it for
sure
next
it's-
episode that he's on.
I'm pretty
Next
sure
time,
it's
baby.
still on our email.
Okay,
Anyway.
we'll check that.
All right. Cool.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I like how we just. All right, Ricky C, complete fucking
Yeah, so,
your story.
Frank
shit.
just derailed us.
Oh yeah, so this attack for the internet was on the Internet of Things. It came from these devices. It came from
It's
devices.
still awesome.
It came from devices connected to the internet. They found out that it was from a certain webcam that this Chinese company made, which actually now they are recalling because they found out that they are very insecure.
Explosive. There's explosive like the Samsungs?
They're just very they're very insecure as far as internet goes.
Oh.
They're very so they were calling them. They were trying to issue patches, security patches to patch up all the holes that are now going around for this. But it's most likely what's going to happen is that this also the virus itself was a botnet. So what that basically does is that it's basically be able to kind of, you can set it so that it kind of goes around, sees the devices that are unprotected,
Yeah.
and basically infect them.
Oh.
So it's kind of just crawling around and knocking on the doors and seeing which one's open.
Kind of like
Basically what that
kind of
is.
like Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Garrett.
Hey,
It's a Garrett of viruses.
anybody home?
Nope, my house now.
Nope.
It's a
Mine
Garrett, it's
now.
a Garrett full of viruses.
yeah. It's called the Mirai botnet. It's Mirai, Mirai, Mariah.
Carrie.
That's fucking trippy.
So the bad part is about this is that it's malware, and it just recently became open source, meaning that
Oh,
all
no.
this code is openly available. You can kind of
Make your own virus.
yeah. You can just Google that name I just gave you, and you have full access to a pretty bad virus.
Yeah.
That took out half the
that no one can stop apparently
it
yet.
took off half the internet in the East Coast.
Sorry, back up or
Oh,
turn
sorry.
him down.
It's Garrett.
Yeah.
No, it's my headphones. I think. I can't
That's
hear
the
my.
story of Garrett's life. Every time we hang out in Ryan's garage, it's
I
like
know.
he's going like this, but he's looking at Garrett. Like, but I love Garrett's response though. He's like, you know what, dude? Look it. I can't help it. This is the bass in my voice.
How long have I known you?
And it's true. He can whisper, but there's like this really low bass tone to his
I
voice
know.
that still vibrates.
Yeah,
the
if
walls.
Garrett's whispering, you can still hear him like in the next
Yeah,
room
you
over.
can still him in the
That's how I found you
He's
guys.
fucking
I was
loud.
like-
tell you a secret.
I was like, is this the house? And then I hear just Garrett's low bass tones coming through. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
He
If
was
you're,
right.
if you're ever looking for a party and you know Garrett's there, that's what I gotta listen for. Go fucking find it. It's like he'll go beyond the music that's playing.
You would think I'd be desensitized because my mom's really fucking loud, but I think maybe it like creates more.
It's a different vault. It's a
It's a
different
different
type
loud
of
though.
thing.
It's the bass.
It's a different.
Your
loud,
mom is a lot more high pitched.
Well, even my mom like fucking pierces my ears sometimes. I'm like, Mom, Jesus Christ.
When your mom and my mom get together, it's loud for me, and that's ridiculous.
And when I talk to my mom on the phone, I got to put like only 2 volume bars on my phone, so
No,
I don't get my
swear to God.
That's
fucking
full
ear
volume.
choked.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, I never hit the speaker button phone for my mom, and she calls me. I'm like, hello, and it's like, oh, like literally,
Like
a
it's
foot,
on speaker
It's a
back.
foot away from me. It's like, hey baby, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, you're not on speakerphone, but you're really loud.
You probably can't hear me. I can hear you just.
I've done this one like where I answer the phone. I'm like, "Hello." She's like, "Where are you?" She's like, "Ah."
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly my mom too.
My,
Well, that's where I get it from.
my
so-
eardrum just exploded.
I know. I'm sorry if I ruined everyone's eardrums.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for my stories.
Okay, so the Internet of Things, hackers, and build your own virus.
And Samsung phones.
And
And
Samsung.
Samsung phones keep exploding still.
Boom, 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 boom,
And
boom,
Garrett.
boom.
They still don't know why.
And Garrett.
No, sure.
Garrett's virus.
I may have some news for you. Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody.
This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh? I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that. I need to get away from that real quick.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
All right. Has anyone here even been to the fucking movie theaters this week?
What is a movie?
I don't know what that is.
Dude, I swear to God, I feel like we haven't gone to the movies in
Is that one of those things
so
that I see
long.
movies,
been a while.
like really good movies at? I don't know. Just nothing good enough to go see right now.
No.
That's probably the main reason, yeah.
The top 5, I'll give it to you. You had
Except for Medea.
yes, you had Boo, a Medea Halloween. That was number 1 this
God,
weekend.
That was really number one.
That was number one.
one.
That's how shitty life
Those
is.
are Trump supporters. Those are the people who hate America.
by a $6 million margin. You had Boo, a Medea Halloween at number 1 with $28.5 million. And that
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of money.
that is on a $20 million budget. So it already made its money back in week 1.
And week 1.
Honestly, that's the reason that we keep getting these movies.
Right.
Is because of the
People
fact
go out there and they spend all the money on it.
they make it for $20 million and it makes like, 50 over its run.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this
just
is
don't
this
get
is
it.
this is literally some guy with a camcorder shooting Tyler Perry and a bunch of people he met one day.
my
He's like,
God.
you want to be in my movie? Yes. And then they're in a movie.
Kevin Hart's
but
in there.
There you go.
Is he? He probably is.
I
Probably
don't know,
is.
maybe,
Huh.
possibly. Number 2, you have Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. We talked about this earlier with
I want to see that.
Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
So
I've
did, so did
heard it's
Jeanette.
terrible.
Yeah. It's supposed to be fun, but it's not supposed to be amazing.
It's supposed to be like one week.
But at the same time, it's like I think people expect so much in this day and age. Like it's a fucking action movie.
Yeah.
Like really, what was the existential depth to
a good
fucking
point.
Rambo or fucking
Yeah, really.
Terminator? Like no,
Yeah.
you just want to see a guy beat the shit out of people.
I mean,
And I
And
hear
it's
you
dope
get
as
that.
shit.
You
Yeah,
get
if,
that.
if you
Yeah.
watch Predator now too, there's just so much unnecessary setup in the jungle of just like horrible one-liners from every single person, and it's the worst. It's the worst until
Judgment Day.
until Schwarzenegger has to fight the Predator. You know, it's like
True.
True. Number 3, you have Ouija, Origin of Evil, which is the second. Luigi, Origin of Evil.
He's finally getting the recognition he deserves.
He finally broke out. He got his new movie.
yeah, but Mario's gonna come in number 1 next week.
Yeah, Mario.
bastard.
This one actually, interestingly enough, critics actually really like this movie. They didn't like the first one, but this is the sequel to that. And
This one
they say
looks
it's
a
good.
lot better. I remember seeing I didn't even know that these were still the same like universe franchise or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I saw previews for the first one. I thought it was retarded. It looked really dumb.
it was
right?
no, it was.
It
I've
looked
never
really
seen it.
dumb. This is
I've
the
never
first
seen it.
Ouija.
I never heard of this
This is the
before.
first Ouija board movie that I've ever seen that actually looks kind of creepy and entertaining. You know?
Is it connected to the other movie?
Yeah. It's a
supposed to be
sequel.
a sequel.
Oh.
It's a sequel.
Or
Or
no,
or
the
prequel,
first
I
one
don't
was
know.
really fucking lame, dude.
I don't know. I hear this one's actually pretty damn good though.
This one's supposed to be good. I don't know. Like I'm not the biggest horror person. Like
Oh yeah, you are. You're a whore person.
Hey,
Whore.
Randy with his jokes. Yeah, but it is supposed to be supposed to be nice. and this is another thing. This is literally it's a budget of $9 million.
$9.
$9 million. That is it.
They bought the Ouija board and that's it.
They literally
discount.
they licensed Ouija and that was it. But yeah, in its opening weekend, it made over $14 million. So granted, that's why you're probably gonna get a Ouija 3.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what movie? Hold on, before you go on.
Uh-huh.
You know what horror movie I watched over the weekend? It's on Netflix, and
What did you watch?
I recommend
What?
for anybody looking for a good horror. It's on Netflix. It's called Hush.
Hush.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's more
about
like
Batman?
Yeah.
It's a thriller about this dude, about this deaf and mute girl, who's like a writer in the woods, obviously.
Obviously.
She's got like a cabin. She's got a neighbor, and the neighbor comes over, but then like shows up later, and she's getting murdered. And then this guy kind of torments her throughout the entire movie. Like he's gonna come in and get her, but he can hear her, but she can't. She's deaf. She's
deaf and a mute.
She's deaf and a mute, so she can't scream and she can't hear him.
Awesome.
So it's
fucked up.
It's a
That is
really
very fucked up.
It's a really crazy movie, but she like fights back and does all this cool shit. But it's like, but
she finds her voice.
no, it's,
And then she's singing.
Yes.
She used a solo at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it turns into like a creepy hentai with Ursula.
yeah.
Oh,
No, actually-
tentacles.
You know what's funny is like you think it's gonna get that lame, but it actually does. It's actually it's pretty true to what
She
the
dies.
storyline is. It's pretty damn good.
She gets raped and fucked and died. Yeah,
I love the Little Mermaid too.
And then Negan comes out and bashes her.
yeah, boom.
And then Negan bashes her fucking head in, and you have to stare at it for 5 minutes.
Jesus. Yeah, do you watch The Walking Dead?
No, I saw the spoiler. Everybody spoiled
Shh,
it.
don't spoil it. We don't
Don't
spoil
spoil
it.
I saw it,
Don't
but
spoil it.
Yeah.
I don't even watch it, and it was spoiled for me. So I was like, you guys haven't watched it yet?
No,
No,
watched
we
it.
all have,
We-
but
we-
we don't want
Oh, I
our
see.
listeners or anyone
We
like.
try not to. I mean, I've been seeing so much shit on Facebook, like people doing it
Yeah,
on purpose.
It's ridiculous. Like I saw the
Yeah,
funniest.
it's all
okay,
over.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was the funniest thing. It was a meme, and it was a meme I've seen before, but I still kind of read it. It was like, oh, don't you miss when you found these in your lunch?
Yeah,
and it was like a
and then it had the
Twinkie,
spoil.
a cupcake, and then like a little like Hershey bar, or like a little bar, and then it's like, and so dies in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Boom. And I was like, what the fuck?
And it's like people are doing it to fuck it up for other people, like on purpose.
I knew that because I watched it. Like I knew for a fact. I was like, if I go on the internet right now, I'm gonna get so mad. So I watched it that night.
Exactly.
I didn't go on Facebook.
I stayed
didn't
off
go on
Facebook
Instagram.
Yeah.
all day that day.
That's part of the reason why like I had to watch that night. Like I didn't get to watch it because I was having dinner, like I said, for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed it. I was just like, oh, it's kind of late. But like if I miss it today, like I'm not gonna be able to watch it until later on tonight on Monday.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch it. Else I'm gonna have to stay off the internet and
Yeah.
forever.
You can't get on the internet
until I watch it.
Like anything.
So I was just like, oh fuck it. Like I was watching right before bed.
Well,
like,
I learned
fuck
my
it.
I learned my
And
lesson
that was
with
the worst idea.
I learned my lesson with Star Wars.
Yeah,
dude.
me too.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You
Yeah.
were on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right.
remember that. I remember that. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
face comedian.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break his goddamn.
Was
legs
he a
if I see
comedian?
him.
I don't know. I blocked
He was-
him right after that.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
did
he
I.
was.
I told him I hope ISIS beheads his family.
Yeah, I blocked him after that. I know. I don't think he was. I think he was just some fuckface that added me on Facebook. And you know,
Good.
but like as a comic, I just add people when they request
No,
me.
I
you
get
know?
it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know who
Wasn't
he
your
was.
fault, bro.
I don't
Wasn't
know
your
who,
fault.
I don't know who he was. So then, so there's this whole thread.
It's okay.
There's this whole thread of like people commenting on my cool status about
Mainly me.
right, and then like this guy comments like the fucking Star Wars spoiler, and I'm thinking he's just fucking around, right? Like
Because we don't know that's true
we
yet.
don't know it's true
Yeah.
yet. He could. I mean, that's a good theory, right?
Yeah.
And then we watched like the minute it happened in the movie, I was like, oh my god.
Or leading up to it. That's,
You know-
that's the worst part about spoilers. It's not when it happens. It's the lead up to it. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I think he was
Yeah.
right.
Well,
like
you
he
know,
was
right.
it was weird. Yeah, I always tell people like knowing it kind of made that part more intense for me though.
Really?
It's because it was like, so I knew he was a comedian guy, and then I was like, you motherfucker, I've waited so long for this goddamn movie, and
Right.
you shit on it, and I was so pissed. So I had to work that night, so we sent my youngest brother, to go wait in line. So
that was the day I was going to see it.
yeah,
when
it was
he-
it was a midnight. Yeah, it was the opening day. So then we went, and I was like, "Fuck!" I knew, and I didn't spoil it for anybody else because I'm not a fucking complete asshole.
Dick.
And so anyways, we're in there, and I'm watching the movie. I'm a ball of emotions the whole time throughout the movie because I'm such a Star Wars nerd. And that part comes up, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And the way that they did it, like
It was still captivating.
I knew it, but then I started like going back in my head. Oh, was this guy fucking with me? Did he make that? Maybe it doesn't happen.
Right.
And I was like, oh, so it kind of made it more intense for me because I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't know if it was true, and then I saw it happen, and
gonna
I was
hug
like,
and make
oh my god.
So right after that, I went back on Facebook. Right after the movie, I went on Facebook. I deleted all the comments and I blocked him because I didn't want anybody else to see that, and then have to deal with my pain.
Yeah.
So going back to Walking Dead, yeah, I wasn't even. I stopped watching. I think I'm like 3 seasons behind or 2 seasons behind.
Oh shit.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I have one you can borrow. But
no,
they're on
I'm
Net-
not.
they're
I'm
on
not gonna.
Netflix.
I'm not gonna watch it because I know I saw that part.
Right.
By the
So I
person.
feel like there's just
Yeah,
no
my
point.
boss is all, oh, look at this, and I was like, oh, so that's what everybody's talking about. Cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, I don't have to watch it anymore. So thanks.
Cool. Thanks for the update, bro. Nice. All right. Well, I don't know. We went to The Walking Dead, but
We only have one viewer. Oh no, 3 now. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 viewers.
It goes up and down. I was talking about Ouija. Number 4. Huh?
That's 2 now. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
You
Yes.
piss a person off.
Number 4 is The Accountant. That's the movie where Batman fights the Punisher.
What's that movie?
Yes, and that I talked about that earlier. It is John Bernthal versus Ben Affleck.
Tyler Perry.
Ben Affleck. Not Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Dude, that's the grudge match. That's the grudge match. Medea, Batman, and the Punisher. There you go. And
Medea or Medea?
Medea. Whatever. I've literally
Our number one.
I've never
Our number one supporter.
I've never seen a Tyler Perry movie with that character, so I don't really know how you supposed to say it.
Hallelujah.
Medea.
Medea. Is it Medea?
It's
Medea.
Medea.
It's Medea. Okay, so
Yeah.
Medea.
No, you can keep saying Medea. Though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Medea.
Great.
Medea versus Batman and the Punisher.
This guy is on fucking point,
There we
dude.
go.
Jesus Christ, yes.
This is the best time he's had with the buttons in like forever. Usually
You're on fire, dude.
Usually like, Ricky, where's that button? I know you have that button. Get it.
We hadn't heard the Tra-la-la-la-la song in a long time until just like last week, I think.
I think it's better.
That's right.
I think it's better when you can conserve some buttons.
Yeah.
And then
then
all
when
of a
they
sudden out
come
of
back-
nowhere where you're
Yeah.
like, "Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la."
It's mostly just me forgetting about it. Also.
Oh hey, I got that button.
Yeah, like this button. I kind of forgot about this.
Yeah.
I could have used that a bunch of times.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, in wide releases, you have Keeping Up with the Joneses. Interestingly enough, opened up this first week with only 5.4 million. If you are unfamiliar with that title, it is a rehash of a very old storyline. This interpretation has Gal Gadot. You have John Hamm, Zach Galifianakis, and Isla Fisher.
Actually, want to see this movie.
Yeah,
It looks pretty good.
It is.
I heard it's terrible.
I heard
That makes
that.
sense.
I heard that you have a lot of good actors.
I believe that.
No, I heard you have a lot of good actors and a lot of good, funny people, but the writing sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
And that's what kills it for me. So I'm not gonna watch this movie, but it's out there for you.
I
if
might
you
watch
want.
it.
You probably spend more time at the movies than like any of us in here right now.
Yeah,
I can't.
That's right.
True.
I think the last thing I went to see was like some kind of kid movie. Oh, like Secret Life of Pets.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
what'd you think about that?
I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't great. But
I fell
it was,
asleep.
I don't know. That doesn't count though.
Well,
I feel like
no,
you could fall asleep doing a lot.
I
of
fell
things
asleep. I
in
fell asleep.
entertainment.
I fell asleep because hold on. Both me and Vicky fell asleep because it slows down so hard. Like at the end of the movie, and I mean towards the end, like
Yeah, it did.
the point where it should be like, climbing action. It's just like what
I think it had a great.
intro. I mean, it was a good.
No, it had a great list of voices. There
Oh,
was
yeah,
like a
it
lot
did,
of
yeah,
cool-
it really
yeah, but the storyline was just kind of.
This
It's a
It's
kids
a kid's movie.
It's
I
a
know.
kids movie, dude.
They
What do you-
animated dogs and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
No, because we
they're
saw Zootopia and I loved every second of it.
Well, Zootopia was.
Zootopia is great.
Yeah.
Zootopia's
I
amazing.
love Zootopia. Yeah.
I thought the sloth thing. I mean, I know it's played out, but that has got to be the greatest gimmick
Yeah.
in a movie
That was really funny.
ever, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Especially, and I'm not gonna. I'm trying to word this so I don't spoil it, but the sloth thing towards the end. Do you remember the last piece of sloth thing?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even expect that.
Yeah.
Well,
the entire theater was laughing so bad.
Yeah.
I actually
That
have
was a good one.
a really cool tidbit of trivia, or I just funny fact about that movie. Tommy Chong was supposed to play one of the hyenas in Lion King,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since he was such a stoner, they were like, "Oh no, we can't do it." So it was kind of like a big thing for him to come back and do this movie.
Yeah.
Because
who was he in that movie? I can't remember.
he was the
he
the
was
moose.
his
character was great.
Water
buffalo who worked at the animal nudist colony.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so
It's like
great.
the super
That's
hippie
right,
dude.
right.
You remember, man? You remember there was the
Yeah.
guy with the thing and the thing and the
That's
thing
right.
and the thing.
Very Tommy Chong.
How fucked up was it though in Cars when the minivan or the hippie van wasn't Tommy Chong, but the lowrider was Cheech Marin?
Yeah.
That wasn't Tommy Chong.
No,
No, it wasn't.
Sounded exactly
it
like
was somebody doing Tommy Chong.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
that's
much.
fucked up,
Yeah.
dude.
That's interesting.
But his homeboy Cheech is right there, right?
Yeah.
What a dick.
Interesting. All right. Well, if you want to go
we
out,
keep derailing this. Sorry, guys.
no, that's actually why we have a podcast because we talk about shit. From this list, honestly, I'm kind of interested in The Accountant. To be honest,
does look
still.
good.
It's supposed to be just what it is. It's a fun action movie with the Punisher versus Batman.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Yeah, but if you want to go out this weekend, opening up this weekend specifically, you have the new Tom Hanks movie called Inferno. This is the third in the trilogy that is the what is it? It's
Painting.
Devil's Ning and
Dan
Angels.
Brown.
Dan Brown. What's the first one?
saga.
Steve Harris.
Da Vinci Code.
The Da Vinci
Da
The
Vinci
Da Vinci
Code.
Code trilogy. This is
yeah.
the
National
third
treasure.
one. Yeah, it's
National treasure.
essentially slightly more important national treasure.
Sick reference, though, bro.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Dude, your references are out of control.
I'm gonna steal
Everyone
the
knows that.
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, way less tongue in cheek. National treasure. You have Inferno, where he has to go. There's Dante's Inferno. There is a time limit. He's still in a suit for whatever fucking reason while he's running all over this place. Yeah, there you go. There's another movie with that. That's all I hear.
Catch me if you can too.
Yeah, dope. Go check that out if you want. And that is actually it for wide releases for this weekend. So I'm still gonna say Accountant is my number one pick for if I actually go to the movies, which I'm not gonna. But I'll tell you this: in a few weeks, I think only one or two, Doctor Strange comes out. I am there.
Yeah, Doctor
pretty
Strange.
good.
So
for
fucking
sure.
bad. I want to check out Doctor Strange.
That'll be my annual movie.
That'll be the movie I don't pirate.
Rogue One is fucking December as well, bro.
No, yeah, Rogue One
Oh,
for sure.
it's going down for Rogue
Fucking
One.
forget about that shit.
And fuck your friends on Facebook.
and fuck your friends.
Fuck all your friends.
Hey, Ryan's friends. I hope ISIS beheads all your family.
All of them.
If you spoil Star Wars, I wish that upon you.
Yes.
Well, I mean, what's there to
agree.
spoil? You know what happens.
Yeah, I guess that's true, right?
That is
Hold
true.
the fuck up. They get the Death Star plans?
Wait, are you kidding me? They destroy the Death Star?
What? This is horse shit.
What the fuck was that, dude?
That's Humpcast.
He's getting pissed, bro. He just spoiled it.
He spoiled it.
He tried to grope me right now,
He did
dude.
with his guitarón.
Oh my god, that was the funniest thing.
Did you see me jump? Yeah, I thought that was a real person.
Oh man, I hope he caught that on a fucking
I'm
live
dead.
feed.
Sober, too.
I think they might have. Yeah.
So I don't think
Yeah.
so. It's too far.
Cool,
Humpcast.
so fuck me, I'm out, right?
Yeah. Humpcastro just attacked our special guest.
He's
I
pissed,
also,
bro.
I also like how funny everything is to him because he hasn't been in studio where we do the sound effects.
Oh yeah.
It's so much better, dude, because it's so loud. Like that fart sound was so
Musically.
perfect.
Oh Jesus. Yes. So fuck. What was I gonna say? Shit. You guys. You did derail me this time. Yes, I would. I definitely want to check out The Accountant. The Inferno is maybe second. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
You were talking about Doctor Strange.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I got you, bro.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that actually. I went to go see a 15-minute preview for Doctor Strange.
Oh, you bastard.
Yes, and it was so good. It was like a.
Did it give it away though?
I bailed on it.
Oh, okay.
that
that's
was
good.
the best part.
Okay, that's good then.
Is that it was 15 minutes. It wasn't linear, so it wasn't like 15 minutes exactly of the movie. It was 15 minutes, cut here, cut here, cut here. It was like a 15-minute trailer,
okay?
but it was so good, and it
I'm
didn't
stoked.
give
I mean-
away shit.
I always forget his first name, but Cumberbatch. That guy's a fucking
Yeah,
genius.
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, come on my back or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah,
that guy.
that guy's dope. Yeah, he's always.
You got it.
It is
Yeah.
so good. And then my
Nailed it.
brother actually he got a ticket to go see the movie early, and he says it's fucking awesome.
Oh, so he already saw it.
Yeah, he saw it, and he says
dope.
definitely 100% go see it in 3D. And I'm usually against 3D.
4DX.
Yeah.
Fuck 40. I'm still against 40X. Fuck that.
What is that?
It's you get punched. You get punched in the spine.
Oh,
It's a horrible
You get
experience.
fisted during the
Yeah,
movie.
It's
Dope.
it's also one of those things that one of our ex-hosts stood by and told us it was 100% the best way to watch a movie.
I'm gonna
best thing
plead
ever.
the fifth on
Best
this one.
is the best
Best
thing.
way.
Best thing ever.
Yeah.
Ever. It's amazing. You know it.
Says
I
I'm
know
gonna
it.
see a movie
Everyone
ever.
knows it. It's amazing.
I've been talking to every 40X member ever. It's the greatest.
Yeah,
They love it.
so
That's what it was. Yes.
So Garrett and I actually
I can't
went.
even do 3D, to be honest.
Really?
Last time I tried
Oh,
to do it, I
man.
got a headache and I
You
took
love
the glasses
40X
off.
then.
Tron was the last thing I saw in 3D.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Those
shit.
are good 3D.
It was really good. That's why I think I got a headache because I didn't take them off to rest my eyes for a second.
Oh, interesting.
But because it was just so amazing the whole time. So,
Too amazing.
Well, I checked it out, and honestly, I can and the preview was in IMAX and 3D. I can honestly say, even though I'm usually against 3D, I really kind of want to say go check this out in 3D. A lot of the reviews I'm seeing, even from people that are also on my side about 3D, say the same thing. Check this out at least in the best video quality you can. If not, check out, if you are willing to,
4K.
check it out in 3D. Fuck 40X. Do not go see that. Do not get fucking spells up the ass.
don't get
or-
fisted.
yeah, for those of you who don't know, Garrett and I saw Mission Impossible. What was it?
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation.
Yeah, Rogue Nation.
AKA Mission Impossible punch you in the
Yeah.
spine.
AKA you feel everything Tom Cruise feels.
and it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know if it was my current state, but
But
I
we're
was
also very high.
we are. But I was like seeing the lightning flashes every time a gunshot.
Right.
But they were off caliber.
Yeah.
Like the gunshot, and then like 2 seconds later it was like, or not 2 seconds, but you know what I mean? Like it was later.
There was a
then there was a
lag.
flash.
It was also 'cause
I was
you were
like, what
high.
the shit?
It's
Like,
also because you were high, probably.
but
It was
I'm.
mostly because you're high.
It could be possible.
It felt like a
It
minute.
could be
There
possible.
was a difference.
4 minutes passed.
But it literally
and
was
there
like half a
flash.
second off.
Yeah. Either way, I don't like punches in the spine. That was my
Yeah.
least favorite.
But there's
thing.
just a lot of things going
It
on.
took-
that kind
it took me way
very
out.
much takes you out of the experience of seeing a movie.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
that, if you want to get
Yeah,
the worst
that-
experience possible of watching a movie, that's the way to go.
It sounds like
I mean, if you want, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, try.
and you
try-
want to pay a lot of money for it,
Yeah.
that's your fucking that's your shit.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to pay a lot of money for flashing lights while you're watching the movie,
Yeah,
and
feeling
feeling like
punch
you're
in
getting
the
punched
fucking
in the back.
Spinal punches. Do you have that button still? I've heard that.
Oh yeah.
Spinal.
There we go. Spinal punches. Check that out.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or what
Well,
portion?
Spinal.
Man, fuck you guys. Mike Tyson's
classic.
the shit, dude.
Classic.
He
Of
is.
course.
Yeah.
Leave my boy alone.
That's also the
Spinal.
He did break his back though. That
That's
one
how much
time.
he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I don't need medical terms. Fucking spinal.
Spinal.
I just told you my back is broken, motherfucker.
Nah,
broken.
And the best thing about that video is he's shaking his head. He's like, "What? Like a vertebrae?" He's like, "No,
No.
spinal."
I said spinal, dog. Get with it.
I don't know what that is. Vertebrae.
That guy.
No birds are in this.
That guy gets a bad rep, dude.
I know. Look, I'm.
He does.
Must
He
be all
does.
the cocaine, huh?
Yeah. and the women beating.
Cocaine's
yeah.
a hell of a drug, dude.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into my first story. We have
Shit, we're barely
First
there.
story.
dude, it's derailing everywhere. Deadpool 2. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but the director for that was on board for Deadpool 1 and was on board for he directed Deadpool 1 and was on board for Deadpool 2, has exited the project.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes, and it was according to the Wrap, because he was beefing. Well, not beefing. He has
Beefing.
creative differences.
That's how
with
they say it.
Ryan
Ah.
Reynolds, who is both the lead actor and the executive producer.
Yeah.
And I want to say this first. He's not the producer only by name. They sometimes do that.
Yeah.
He was, of course,
Very
if you
involved.
very involved in this Deadpool movie done. So there's a lot of news behind this. But have you guys heard about this first
Yeah.
of all? No, at all?
No.
I have.
No?
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
The first one was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, and now that you're saying that he had a lot to do with it, I'm kind of scared for the second one. He has
I think it's a good thing.
It's uncertain. Why do you think it's a good thing? Let's start with you.
Well, because actually, I know the story and I know the back stuff.
Nice.
So first it kind of came out.
You did your homework.
I did. It came out first that it would just say creative differences on the casting of Cable.
Yes.
Which was supposed to be fucking the guy from Friday Night Lights, whose name I'm forgetting right now.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. Kyle Chandler.
Kyle Chandler.
Which I don't like.
Yeah, which is so that was the whole thing. So the director Tim Miller. Mm-hmm. Tim Miller wanted Kyle Chandler, and Ryan Reynolds disagreed with that. So that's the main kind of reason that they gave at first.
At first, yeah.
But now as the story's kind of like unfolding, I guess it's more along the way that Tim Miller wanted to go more expensive and more sort of like actiony and like everything that they kind of couldn't do because they were constrained by their budget from the first movie. So he really wanted to like get into the details and like just kind of go, because they made so much money. He really wanted to get as much money more as possible, and kind of give you that spectacular show that they wanted. Him having all his guns and just going guns blazing. Ryan Reynolds on the other fact said we kind of banked on the fact that it was more funny and humorous and he just wanted to stick to the roots of it. Ryan Reynolds, because he's so involved in it as well. He's kind of like, let's kind of stick to what we have. It worked out really well. He's like, I don't think we really kind of need that over the topness that we thought of beforehand. And obviously, the sort of, and then they got to the studio back to Ryan Reynolds because they're like, oh, like you don't want as much money as the director does, and you think you can do it for less? Cool, let's go with your idea. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So that was the final straw.
Sound like a good thing. I mean, the fact that he had so much to do with the first movie. Ryan Reynolds had so much to do with the first movie.
Yeah.
This was really his passion project.
Yeah, it was.
And they did so well with such a small budget and only like 2 locations.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was. I think it was probably like one location was one that they spent the most on, which was the bridge.
Yep.
And I don't know. I just think
the bridge, and then
it kind of makes you. It kind of makes you think. Like, I don't know. Do you really want like some crazy over the top blockbuster version of Deadpool? I don't either. And that's
No.
It was like the whole in the comics. It's great because he breaks like the fourth wall and he talks to everybody, and like I kind of like that. I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
How he kept forgetting his guns. I thought that was so great.
That was hilarious.
They did you thought, oh, he's gonna have
son of a
gun.
bitch.
Yeah, and he was just like dope with nothing.
Yeah. So that was awesome.
He's like, I got one gun. I got 12 bullets.
Yeah.
Let's make them count.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. But he still had the katanas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
And that is Deadpool. He's essentially just like the funny.
He's the world's worst superhero, basically.
But he's the best superhero. Like I think one of the funniest thing was there's a comic book line or arc called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and he just goes and he kills everyone, and it's hilarious. It's not the main continuity, but it's so funny because of the fact it's just something that, like, I mean, you could believe that because it's fucking Deadpool. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. If he does anything, there's no thing where like, oh, that's not realistic. Deadpool wouldn't do that, couldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he could do everything if he wanted to. And you would believe it. I think it's amazing. There is no confirmation from anyone involved, but there are plenty of sources saying that they have scoops that say what's going on. But Ricky, you got the gist of it, where it was differences between Ryan Reynolds, who is both the lead actor and the executive producer, and also the writers, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick.
Oh, right, yeah. So they also stood behind Ryan Reynolds as well.
Exactly.
I gotta say, I mean, good on Ryan Reynolds for, no pun intended, sticking to his guns about what he wanted for the second movie.
Yeah.
And this is not a normal, no-show executive producer. This is clearly someone who's been championing this entire project since before even day one. He was literally like no one's gonna give me a chance. I need to figure out a way to make Deadpool happen, and he did.
And he said, like, I mean, like, it didn't take him. I mean, it took him a really long time as well. Like, this is like 11 years in the making or something like that before it actually got out.
So without any proof of what either
basically
side
after what
is
happened
about,
in that Origins movie with Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh,
basically
Jesus,
right
fuck
after
that.
That's how long.
Just like, I
this
gotta
is
fix
bullshit.
This.
Let's fix that.
Yeah.
There's no proof on either side for what's going on, but if it is as reported by multiple sources, I'm definitely siding with Ryan Reynolds. Tim Miller, maybe you had a vision, great, but I'd much rather see what I believe is Ryan Reynolds. And Now, here's another part to this story. There are multiple petitions going out for different directors. One of the most famous, or at least the one that's getting the most headlines, is Quentin Tarantino.
What? I don't know, dude.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
Throughout the internet, people are saying
that means there's going to be so much fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good form, Jack. Good form.
Ricky's buttons are on point today. Dude. Ricky and his button game. Fuck yeah.
I don't know about that, dude. I mean, it's the same reason I'm kind of like, well, I take back, I kind of felt the same way about Kevin Smith because I know he wanted to do a lot of stuff with the superhero movies.
He didn't want to do a lot. They pulled him into studio. He actually turned down a lot of shit.
Well, he did The Flash. He did an episode of The Flash that was really
he's also going to do
another
Supergirl.
one.
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense.
He's doing more.
Quentin Tarantino, Deadpool, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what.
Nah,
that's a petition.
Fuck
but,
no.
But I agree with you.
He should stick to what he does best. I mean, I love his movies.
I feel like we're all on the same page. Quentin Tarantino doesn't do any. First of all, I don't think he's ever done another person's film. He writes and directs his all his shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes and no. I mean, a lot of his stuff is based off of. Because Death Proof is like a lot of the '70s Grindhouse movies, like almost a storyline too. So I mean, I don't think it's a question of that. I think it's a question of his writing style. Although it would be cool to hear Deadpool kind of talk like Tarantino, like a little bit of the dialogue. I wish we could do like an alternate universe and say like, hey, let's go to a universe where that.
Yeah. This literally just popped in my head, and I think it would be amazing. Is what if we made a movie, or not we? What if
I feel so much more sober now that I took off these sunglasses? By the way.
Oh, I just noticed that you morphed back from the dude.
I'm so fucking hot right now, and I can't see. So
no, dude, that's why I went to the bathroom. I wiped off my face because I was sweating into my eyes. But I'm good now because I turned the fan on.
All right.
No,
anyway.
what if they made a Deadpool movie that was cut into sections because of different directors? You have a Tarantino, Deadpool.
It's kind of an
a
interesting
Kevin
idea.
Smith Deadpool, let's say a Matthew Vaughn Deadpool, like all these different directors,
like
maybe like a low budget YouTube version would be cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd pay money.
I think it would be funny as
like Dr. Parnassus. You guys never remember Dr. Parnassus, the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus? That was the movie. That was the last movie with Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, but they had different actors.
But they didn't do it on purpose, though. I mean,
well, it's because he died in the middle of it. So they
had,
but they had different directors do different parts, and different actors do different parts too.
That's. I mean, Quentin Tarantino did do something like that. It was 4 Rooms. That was 4 different.
Remember, I haven't seen that movie.
It's pretty good. It's a little weird. I think I just watched it because it was a Quentin Tarantino movie. It wasn't something I'd watch again. That's kind of been done.
Well, we're gonna see what they decide. They are still in talks to find out who is gonna play Cable and Domino in this new Deadpool movie, but I cannot wait. Obviously, I think we all saw Deadpool. We loved it, right?
Kevin Nash, man.
Of course.
I still think it should have been Kevin Nash to play Cable.
There are so many good qualifying people to
drinking
be
a Budweiser and saying that, dude. You're so fucking American.
Kevin Nash,
I think
bro.
it should have been Kevin Nash.
No, who's the guy
Fucking
from
America?
I forgot what his name is, but the guy from Don't Breathe.
Oh, something Lang. Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Artie Lang.
Yes,
that would have been good.
From Avatar fame.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he would have been good too. What about the guy that played Abraham?
Okay,
not bad.
I think
to be honest,
he's too big
from
size.
no,
I don't
no,
think so actually
No?
at all.
from Walking Dead.
Around Perlman.
He looks like the guy from Metal Slug.
Well, here's the thing. Like we all go immediately.
The guy who played the comedian?
Which one?
No.
Not
That's
that guy.
Negan.
Negan.
Oh, Ron Perlman.
No, that's who he's talking about. I'm talking about what's his name? The guy that plays fucking
Abraham.
Abraham.
I forgot his,
I don't know his
I
actual
forgot the
name.
actual
The
name.
redhead with the handlebar.
He hasn't.
I don't watch
Oh
it.
wait, no,
dude.
he was. Yeah, he
watched
was.
it.
Right, he was out for a while.
Yeah.
But
This guy.
he attacked him again, dude. Every time he mentions Walking
Big Walking
Dead.
Dead fan over here, huh?
Seriously.
Quit knocking out his guitar, man.
Dude.
Come on, bro.
Go ahead, Garrett.
All right, let's move on to my next story. Star Wars Episode 8 will reveal the truth behind Rey's parentage, according to Daisy Ridley.
Yes, I read that too, and I was so fucking excited. I think I had like an hour-long conversation with one of my coworkers about this. Like we were arguing.
I don't think it's as simple as she's Luke's daughter.
That's what I was saying. But the only
She's
counter argument.
Boom. Twist.
By
the way, the new director for episode 8 is M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh fuck!
The
dude.
twist is she's Chewbacca's daughter.
I quit. Fucking. They were on Kashyyyk the whole fucking time, dude.
Kashyyyk is this this crazy ass orgy planet where they just
Everybody gets
everyone just gets fucked. I want to get walking carpet fucked.
Oh shit!
What was Leia's home planet?
Alderaan.
Alderaan was never exploded.
Yeah,
It just got hidden.
her and Luke are just junkies on Kashyyyk, dude. Like in this like fucked up alley. And Darth Vader's their dealer, dude. That's why they're so fucking scared of him.
You want to take a puff?
You don't smoke heroin, dude.
Yeah, Gary, get it.
I'm sorry.
You want to take a puff?
I'm sorry.
God, get your drugs straight,
Yeah.
dude.
Good job on trying to drugs, though.
All right, I'm out. No, I thought you would keep talking.
Nope.
All right, let's get back into the story.
Wait, we were talking about Star Wars, though. Do we want to talk about Star Wars?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So, in an interview, Daisy Ridley was actually asked about her parentage, and she did shoot down one theory that was actually very prominent. Is that the new Rogue One main character, Jyn Erso? She's the interviewer.
Not her mom.
The interviewer was like, "What do you have to say about the theory that she is your mother?" And she was like, "No, that's ridiculous. If you do the math, it's pretty off. Jyn Erso would have to be somewhere in her older 40s, which is not impossible, but it's still like
It's a stretch for sure.
It's a stretch for sure.
Future, she's an age.
Exactly. But when they talked about something, she said, "Are you related to Obi-Wan Kenobi?" She said Daisy Ridley was coy but intriguing, and she says, "We will see in a year." She said, "Just sit tight on that."
Okay.
She said, "Just sit tight on that question in a year," and that is it. And
Qui-Gon's her father.
that's when she said, like, "In a year, we're gonna get the."
That's a possibility too.
Yeah, but you know what?
That is a possibility. The unannounced Star Wars movie, which is going to be Episode 8.
Well, the thing about that is, I
that's not a
thought
possibility.
that.
Sorry.
I thought that. I think it has something to do with Obi-Wan, but the only counter argument to that kind of makes sense to me is that Star Wars has always been about the Skywalkers.
Right.
Always. So if it
Jar
turns
Jar
out,
Binks.
yeah, fucking Jar Jar Binks, dude, the bane of my existence, dude.
That's her father.
Misa fucked your mama.
I see your daddy. Oh, Misa and Big Doodle now.
I would love to see that.
Misa have 20 years in child support. Oh no!
That was the best one you've had all year.
That's why homeboy left, huh? He's like, hey, cut me out the first movie. I owe this bitch child support.
Jesus.
But anyways, if she is Obi-Wan's daughter, then the whole saga is no longer about the Skywalkers, and that
I think that's fair, though. I think
it is, but it kind of worries me because, like, when someone says that, I kind of think about it. I'm like, oh, it is
But
always about
that's kind of what needs to happen, though, because after this trilogy, where are they going to go?
nowhere.
True.
It just ends. What's wrong with it just ending?
But it's not going to, because now it's
I know it's
an
not.
unlimited
That's what,
franchise.
That's what scares me about it kind of going. That's where I was always kind of like,
But that's where I'm
Doing
kind
all
of.
these
But that's where I'm
spin-offs.
cool with it, because I'm like, give me all the Star Wars ever, all the time. I don't care.
unless it sucks.
Well, a lot of it sucks.
Besides the prequels, what has sucked?
The Ewok movie, the
That
Star
Ewok
Wars
movie was great.
Christmas
Ewok movie
special.
was Bite your
great,
tongue,
bro.
dude. The Ewok movie was dope.
not. No, it's
Dude,
not.
it's
There's
dope.
two of them.
They're really horrible, but they're such a part of my childhood that I hate
know.
you.
I watched them too, but they're not good.
Let me rephrase
they're
that.
not.
Since Disney has bought Star Wars,
Nothing yet. No, you're right. Nothing yet. But I mean, there is episode 1, and it's obvious that there is room for
Failure.
Yeah. I mean,
100%.
for sure.
so far, it's been cool, but I mean, it just it gets you a little worried. But
I get it, but that's something you can't help as a fanboy. But for me, like when as soon as like Disney once they had their hands on it, I was like, they can't go wrong. They've done like Star Tours is amazing when they redid all that, and I knew not to brag, but I got to go to D23, which is the Disney convention.
Oh, okay.
Before they opened.
Oh, good for you.
Oh yeah.
Before they opened Star Tours, and that year that they bought all the rights, and they kind of like gave out this information about what they were going to do and how they still want to stay true to the lore, and they still want to run everything by George Lucas as a sort of like, is this okay? Like, does this fit into this sort of thing?
Yeah, but how much are they really going to listen to him?
Yeah, seriously.
If he says no, they're going to be like, okay, well, that was just
well,
kind of a
fuck you,
courtesy.
because
Fuck you.
And actually,
You
no.
and your beard.
Actually,
that might be a good idea though.
That's what I heard more. So is like so even for episode 7, there was an official report where George Lucas said, "Hey, I have some ideas for the new Star Wars."
went, nah.
And they took a meeting with him, of course.
Yeah.
But they were like, "No, we're not gonna do that."
Just leave it on my desk, George.
Jar
I'll
Jar
look at it.
Binks comes back. He fucks.
he is
Jar Jar.
Snoke. I have an idea.
Jar Jar.
He is Snoke. Jar Jar is Snoke. He's
Well,
like,
it's funny.
Misa felt an awakening. But even though you're trying to mask his voice, you could still tell. Misa felt an awakening. Have you felt it?
Have you seen those videos showing that Jar Jar was supposed to be a Sith Lord?
Yes.
The prequels?
No way.
Dude, you got to watch them. It's like this guy breaks it down completely, and it makes complete sense. There's even meetings with George Lucas. He doesn't actually say it, but he says, we have to have Jar Jar in here because he's the meaning of all this.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's like the reason why the Sith Lord or Palpatine comes into power.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the point. That's the so.
Fuck Jar Jar,
Okay, so
dude.
here's the thing. I've read it, and I'm like, I honestly think in the initial thought, George Lucas meant for Jar Jar to be way
And
more.
that would
totally.
be that would
Totally.
be amazing. Like,
Way more.
that would be way more.
Muy more. Muy more. Muy more.
Way more.
Garrett is fucking lit, dude.
Muy more.
Oh man, that was
I think
awesome.
really quick side note. I think Garrett is the perfect example of like you could take like this perfectly whitewashed dude, but if you leave him in the hood just long enough, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
He's half Mexican,
Yeah.
bro.
He adapts.
yeah,
He's like a chameleon.
yeah.
He's like that meme where it's like caveman SpongeBob. Like when you leave it, he's like he figures it out.
Yeah, he'll figure it out though.
Yep.
I appreciate that about you though, dude. That's good.
Kid chameleon.
Yeah, keep it going.
Totally.
Anyway, what were we saying?
Muy more.
Muy more. That was amazing. Thank you. All right, moving on.
Yeah, I think we got past this. All right, so hopefully we will find out who Rey's parents are in the next movie. Speaking of Star Wars, we have got official confirmation on 2 very big things from the Star Wars universe. Not in the main line, but we have anthology movies. So we already know that there will be a Han Solo movie. 2 major things that were released are 1. We have the official casting for Lando Calrissian in
Yes,
Donald
son.
Glover. AKA Childish Gambino,
Fuck
AKA the guy from Community, I forgot his name.
Troy.
Troy.
AKA Spider-Man.
AKA Spider-Man from the animated series. He's Miles
that's right.
Morales.
Yeah.
For sure. Which also, side note, he is in the new Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is officially cast. We have him who
He's
a
a
lot of
good
people,
actor.
Yeah, dude, he's really good, and I would love to see him. I thought he was going to be like this was a rumor a long time ago.
Yeah.
I thought that would be a great casting choice. There were definitely other good choices, but this was
And
a great one.
do you know? I don't want you to look for it, but the guy playing Han Solo.
Alden Ehrenreich. It's hard to say. Sorry, it's
I feel like I've heard that name though. What other
Alden
movies is he in?
Ehrenreich.
I don't know.
He's
He was-
from Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar is the last thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
But he's kind of like you haven't seen him in much before.
no.
he's not even
haven't.
He's
They're doing that.
He's a pretty young actor. Actually,
I like that though.
Yeah.
He's like in his 20s. I don't know for sure, but he was in that. He was in nothing else that actually. I'm looking at his IMDb page. There's nothing else. No, that I've heard of. Like it's not mainstream stuff. This is all stuff he's worked, obviously. But his last things were
Yeah, they look like
Hail Caesar, Rules Don't Apply, no clue. The Yellowbirds, no clue, and then the untitled Han Solo anthology film. That's it.
He was in Supernatural.
Yeah, that was his first credit on IMDb.
Yeah.
That was in 2005.
Get it, son.
Jesus. Yeah, go for it. No, I have seen Hail Caesar, and I thought he was good. I didn't think the movie was that great, but I thought he was good.
I heard it's one of those movies you got to watch like 4 times before it makes sense.
Oh, I'm not going to watch it 4 times.
Yeah, I didn't get through it once.
Pretty
so.
damn sure I'm not going to watch it 4 times.
You gotta be fucked up.
But I do love Donald Glover. I will say this. I've seen Donald Glover in a lot of different things in different characters, and I liked it. One of the last things I saw that I thought it was like, oh shit, like I didn't even know he was in that movie was The Martian.
Oh, dude, he was great in The Martian.
I was like, Jesus, he just pops up. He's like, hey, what's
His
up?
show right now.
I'm going to solve the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His show right now, Atlanta, is really good too.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I've only seen the first episode, but it was really good.
I've heard my shout out Steve Rogers, Black in America.
Oh.
He said I should watch it. He said it's really good.
No, it's dope.
I can't wait to see that.
Hands down. Dope is dope.
Dope is dope. I haven't smoked.
Muy more.
Muy more.
I'm getting that tattooed on my back now. Muy more. Muy more.
Oh, Jesus, I would love that.
So that way when I'm getting
We gotta make
raped.
T-shirts.
Yeah, that's I was working that in my head, but you beat me to it.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Can we make T-shirts that say it on the back?
Yes,
It
please.
would have been a lot worse if I would have got that pun in.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right.
Fuck you.
The next and last piece of information I have for you on this new Han Solo film is that we will at least see one, iconic piece of smuggler's history. It has been confirmed that we will see the exchanging of the Millennium Falcon from Lando Calrissian to Han Solo.
Fuck that. I want to see the Kessel Run.
And that is actually speculation of what we're going to see.
That
in the
better
next
happen.
film.
What is that? Refresh my memory.
What?
Okay, so
Hold on. I'm pretty sure I know.
You're pretty. That's like the one thing you should know, dude.
I love you.
I kind of
Tell me what you think the Kessel Run is.
I don't know.
Now
I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Now you up.
That's
You
how I
have
feel.
up now. Now you up. 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 Now you have up.
That's he uses that as reference in episode 4 of how fast the Millennium Falcon is.
And it's also a reference again
Right.
in The Force
episode-
Awakens.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. You guys gotta
Jesus
just cut me a little
Okay,
slack.
I will
No,
I will
dude.
boil it down for you. Okay, so if you are unfurfamiliar,
I know I've heard it. I just don't.
I'm
remember
talking to
what
the
happened.
listeners. I'm not just talking to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not all
of
about you,
us.
Ryan.
It's not all about you. All right.
We invited you here, okay?
I know.
I kind of love Frank being here, though.
As I said it, I was like, oh, I'm kind of a dick. Huh?
No, that
I'm not even supposed to be here.
that is actually the.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't even supposed to
I'm
be
sorry.
here today.
I wasn't supposed to be here today. Fucking Ryan.
Fucking cocksucker. I know Garrett loves it because I'm usually the one breaking him down. But
Yeah, I fucking love this.
because you're in here like just fucking me up.
Woo! All right.
Go for
All right.
It is one of your strongest points, though. You're like you are the best at hacking me down.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so in the New Hope, he does Han Solo does say this line. He says, "You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon? It's the ship that ran the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs."
Right.
And then in the Force Awakens, the kids Rey and Finn, they say, "Oh, this is the ship that ran it in 14 parsecs." 14 parsecs.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not a
You
real
guys don't
word.
have to freak out
And
on
then
me.
he goes 12.
12 bitches.
12.
12
Right.
bitches. So we have in the what is now the what is it, extended universe, the lore universe, whatever the fuck. Han Solo gets the Millennium Falcon from Lando in a game of Sazak, something like that. It's a
Butt
card
darts.
game. Butt darts, essentially,
Pretty much.
Sabak. But because of the fact that they have said that nothing before this is necessarily true, everything since Disney has bought it is true, they can change that. What a lot of people are speculating is that they're going to have the Kessel Run be something like a obstacle course or a long, like a gumball rally, like a crazy ass.
it should be.
Like a crazy ass, like trek through the stars. Starcast. And and they're gonna have Han win the Millennium Falcon from Lando in this.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's what's happened. Is he ran the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs, which we still have no idea what the fuck that unit is. Boom.
it's a
History.
That was loud.
My ears.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, so yeah, all right. Well, I thought you guys had more explanation to that.
What?
Because when you said
What
it,
more do you need?
Well, okay. In our defense, it's kind of like the one thing most Star Wars fans know. So it was just surprised us that you didn't know.
no,
that.
I did. I've heard the line. That's what I'm
I know,
saying.
but you
Like,
didn't
it's
know.
not-
No, but it's the thing.
But
like,
when you said it, like I thought you knew what it was. Like we still don't fucking know what it is.
gigawatts.
it's a race that he won
It's
really
like
fast.
It's like gigawatt. Actually, no. It's like
Okay, so
gigawatts.
it's a race. I didn't even know it was a race.
Yeah,
You
it's a
should have
race.
heard that it's gigawatts,
Yeah.
but it's we don't know what the fuck
Christ.
that is.
yeah.
What's it's a gigawatt?
Gigawatt.
Gigawatt.
Sounds like a racial slur.
It does.
you fucking gigawatt.
fucking
You fucking
gigawatt.
yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, it does. Sounds really bad.
All right. This
Get out of
is
here, you fucking gigawatt. We don't serve your kind here.
Tired of your gigawatt music, your gigawatt food.
Gigawatt noses. Breathing all the white man's air.
Oh, we didn't take it that
let's
far.
take a
bro.
Budweiser
I
back.
think, yeah.
Chill the fuck
Breathing
out.
all the white man's air.
See what Budweiser
Steve
does.
Nash.
See what
Steve
Budweiser
Nash
does.
is not a gigawatt.
Steve Nash don't like gigawatts neither.
Never or have I ever been involved in any gigawatering.
Jesus. All right, we need to wrap this up pretty quick.
We do.
My last story. We have all seen the Logan trailer, correct?
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I really wish that I could have replayed this before the episode, but I forgot. But I knew we all saw this.
Yep.
This is in my opinion, one of the best pairings of trailer to music. I think it is a great combination that they did between, which originally was written by Nine Inch Nails' fucking lead singer Trent Reznor. Thank you. But then was then covered by Johnny Cash, and
Yes.
that version has been played on this trailer. We've all seen the Red Band, correct?
Yes.
I have not. But you
You ever seen the Red Band?
haven't
Okay, the
seen
Red
the
Band was the one that I saw first.
It
Actually,
was technically the European trailer.
international.
I kind of didn't want to
International.
see it
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like it shows a lot that
It doesn't
I don't
show.
need.
It shows like 2
It shows
seconds more scenes.
It shows why that they're a rated R movie. This has been.
Oh, it's a rated R movie.
It's been confirmed. This is a rated R Wolverine
Yep.
movie.
Oh, that makes my dick hard.
Yeah.
It better.
From what I've seen in the trailer, though, it's not following the comics. Old Man Logan.
no,
that's
it's not.
that's
It's
what
borrowing.
he's saying.
It's
It's not
borrowing.
supposed to. It's not supposed to.
That's why I
But
just
they're
call
like
it Logan.
they're kind of riding off that wave, though, don't you?
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
I've heard it like
They're
Old
borrowing
Man
some
Logan.
stuff.
That's the inspiration.
They're
But
borrowing
it's
I don't
not
know.
following
They're
the line.
really like loosening it though, because like I thought it would have been cool if they would have kept it to the comics. Because
Yeah, but they
It's-
can't.
it's-
There's
they
a
can't.
lot
They
of
don't-
things
they don't-
they
yeah.
can't do.
But there's a lot of
can't
things
do
that
that.
they
Hulk
could have
is a
done.
big part
like
of the Old Man Logan.
Hawkeye is a huge part of.
They
of-
can't do that.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
dude.
this is-
Jeremy Renner and fucking Hugh
But they
Jackman.
This is a
do that.
different studio.
So is the Hulk. The Hulk is a big part of Old Man
Yeah,
Logan.
Yeah, that too. That
But
would
this
have
is
been
a different studio. They don't own the rights to Hulk or Hawkeye.
Fuck, it's
Yeah.
Marvel, dude. Tell people to get over it.
No, it's Sony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
We'll tell people to get over
Yeah,
it, and then
dude.
and tell Fox what the fuck,
Hey,
dude.
Hey,
everybody.
Fox, Stan Lee, stop fucking around and
Disney,
just get
first
it
of all,
together.
Disney.
Fucking
Get
Disney
over
too.
it.
Yeah, Disney, Fox,
Hey, just
everybody.
get over it.
Get over it, okay? Give the fans what they want. I want to see fucking.
You're seriously right, though. I really wish it just became one big fucking universe.
like, can we just do this already? Like, fuck.
yeah, man. I
know,
really
It's
wish.
money
getting
is-
closer. It is getting.
I really wish.
closer.
I mean, now that Sony let Spider-Man be, I'm so
Yes.
hyped. I'm
They
so
get
hyped.
it. They get it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you know what? This is like it's bigger than all of them. This
Right.
is
Yeah.
Marvel is bigger than Disney. I think so. As far as like not like what they're doing, but you know what I mean. Like the cause, their fans. They're. I think Marvel fans are way more hardcore than
Sure, yeah.
you know.
I
Comic
mean-
book fans are.
Yeah.
It's bigger than life to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Star Wars, so it's like they need to get over it. And
But this is that was Sony for Spider-Man.
For
This is
Spider-Man,
Fox.
this is Fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've also made so much fucking money doing these standalone franchises.
Yeah,
like, with
the-
this
their
all
main-
the
their
X-Men
main
stuff,
things
that's their
is
fucking
X-Men.
money grab.
X-Men is their main thing. Deadpool was their last big hit, and then they're
Right.
gonna make another one, obviously.
Wait, isn't Deadpool the one that they want to do like a crossover with or something? Didn't I hear that somewhere?
Where?
I heard
With-
that
with
too.
Or with,
Wolverine?
well, they're gonna do it with X-Men, right?
No. So there's
Okay.
I'm wrong.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that no one on the inside has confirmed that, and I know you hate rumors. Yes, there's.
Well, it would make more sense, especially if they're making a Wolverine.
Well,
they
had the Russian metal guy and that chick, and they went to the fucking. They went to the mansion.
That's the X-Men thing, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're right. There will be one, but there hasn't been an official word on that.
They haven't gotten over it yet.
They are in the same universe, so
they haven't gotten over it yet.
That is confirmed. Is that Deadpool and the X-Men are in the same universe, but they haven't confirmed that they're going to cross over yet. This trailer alone says that I doubt they're going to put a Deadpool cameo in there because it is 100.
Maybe.
I don't know that they would.
Possible.
It doesn't fit the tone, is what I'm saying.
Maybe after credit.
I for one would love
those types.
Maybe after credit though.
Hey guys, wait for the credits. Here's my thing. I would love a cameo from Deadpool in that along Logan's journey. You see like Deadpool's head just talking on a stick or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be funny, but
like a Stan Lee cameo. Like he's at the bar next to Logan
that's
or
funny.
something. Like
okay, something like that. Like that is it. But I couldn't imagine these two characters walking side by side in the same universe.
No, of course not. Well, they did in fucking X-Men Origins.
The correct versions of these two characters, which I will actually say in
that's
that
why
movie,
everything's like so
you
fucked
get
up.
neither.
It's like, what universe is this? Like, what's the timeline?
That's why none of
it's
the
only supposed to be like 2
X-Men
years after like Days of Future Past or something like that.
I don't, dude. They're all.
That's why I'm just like, how does this make any sense?
Well, even like Apocalypse is kind of really fucking
they
confusing
actually
too.
they confirmed this is well ahead of the future of even Days of Future Past.
But why is
they did? I said it was only 2 years past something. Like it passed it for another movie.
No. I read that this is well in the future. This is well in the future of even the initial events of Days of Future Past.
What about Last Stand Part 3? Is how far?
Oh, so well,
so that didn't happen now because of Days of Future Past. I'm so confused.
Okay, here's the thing. So this is I hate explaining this to people, but Fox has basically not even officially said, but it's just all of their movies do not follow a single continuity.
Well, that makes sense.
We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, obviously.
No, but that's the thing. If they're making money, they don't care.
Yeah, I know. That's what sucks. That's like the bummer.
But
this should be good. It looks. You know what I like about it the most is it looks like a Western.
Yes,
and I'm actually excited about that because the first series of Old Man Logan, it reminded me of a Western, and it was like a lot of fun to read. So I hope this movie is a lot of fun to watch.
This honestly looks like Kill Bill.
Yeah,
with Logan.
Yeah,
and then also confirmed you have X-23, which if you don't know who that is a female clone of.
Didn't
Wolverine.
we already see her in one of the movies?
No, that was Lady Deathstrike. That was a different character.
No, but in the X-Men movies, didn't they have?
They mention it. Yeah, they do mention
she
it.
She fights him.
Who? No, that was Lady Deathstrike, the Asian chick.
Yeah,
that was a different character.
That's in the Japanese one. But they do mention it. They mentioned it. Fuck, I don't know if it's in that movie or
all these fucking female
or in Apocalypse.
Wolverines.
In Apocalypse, because Wolverine has a cameo, but they also mention I think X-23.
Oh, maybe I don't remember. I've only seen it once.
Well, X-23 and Old Man Logan are two separate comics.
That's what.
So that's why they're borrowing from Old Man Logan X-23 and kind of meshing them together.
But I'm also that's what I'm saying. I think they mentioned that in Apocalypse when they somehow get Logan to escape.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, is this part of that storyline?
Right.
I know, and I'm so stoked to see what they use from Old Man Logan because there's a big thing that happens in the comics, and I wonder if it's gonna play into the movie because
as long as it doesn't involve any of the other Marvel characters.
That's why I don't think it will because it does. But I would love to see that.
No,
on
but
screen.
The Hulk. I don't think the Hulk retards will be in it.
No, not that.
You can replace
not that.
You can replace certain characters from the
like
comics
maybe you can
with
make
other
it,
ones.
But there's just in the comic book there's just centerfold. And I won't go into it to spoil it, but it's a big reason as to why Logan's in the headspace he's in that we see in the trailers. The explanation for that is so insane that I was like, man, I really hope they show that on the movie, but I don't think that they will.
Let me at least list off the characters that I know for sure Sony has access to. All of the X-Men that we've seen so far in the movies, they have access to them. Mr. Sinister is pretty much confirmed to be in this movie.
Oh.
What is his name? Pierce, not Guy
Bronson.
Pierce, sorry. Sorry. I'm almost
Whoa.
Sorry,
Whoa.
I'm
What?
trying to
What
look
am
up
I?
the-
What?
Trying to look up this information for when the timeline is for this movie.
A time? Oh, okay. Got it. This is. Oh, okay. Donald Pierce. He is also the leader of the Reavers. He is also available to them. Deadpool, Domino, anyone you saw in the Deadpool movie,
Yeah, see, they
and
can
Cable
totally do
are
it.
all in this movie.
I think he'll make it-
available, available to.
I think
to
we're
this
gonna
movie.
see that, dude.
I think he'll make a small cameo.
Who?
Deadpool.
No, but I'm saying the reason why Logan's in the headspace he is. You read the comics, right?
I haven't actually. No, I haven't actually. But Vicky read it.
You guys told me to read them. That's why I read them.
Because she told it. She read it to me as I was driving and showed me the
bedtime
pictures.
story. Bedtime.
No, like I was driving to San Francisco, so she was reading it then. So she was telling me, "Look at this, and this is what happens, and then this is what
Yeah,
happens."
well, there's like a really big thing that happens that involves all the X-Men, and they have rights to all the X-Men, right?
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I know what you're
X-Men,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. So imagine seeing that on screen. Like,
Any
that's
mutant,
so nuts.
Any mutant,
Yeah,
and
I know what you're talking about,
I
yeah.
believe specifically X-Men character. I think they have the rights to. It's very iffy on the crosses. Like that's why they both got like Sony got a version of Quicksilver, and so did Marvel. They're different versions of them
Yeah.
because of the
Okay.
fact that he's an Avenger and a mutant.
Okay, so in X-Men Day, so I'm reading from Cinema Blend. X-Men Days of Future Past, that whole future of all the Sentinels coming in and destroying everybody, that's 2023. It's been confirmed that now this new Logan movie is in 2024. A year later after those events of what would have been all the Sentinels coming in and killing all the X-Men was changed from Days of Future Past when they go back
Right.
and kind of changed that whole thing from fucking Mystique killing Bolivar Trask.
Right.
Boulevard, yeah.
Boulevard, yeah. Whatever his name.
Then
So-
what I have to, yeah, okay. Go
So
on.
now it's kind of like, okay, it's in a little bit of the open, but the most glimpse that we got of that was that whole future of the Sentinels coming in and killing all the
that's the
X-Men.
thing is because of the fact that they changed it, it's a completely different timeline.
Right.
Yes,
so
yes,
technically it could be
year
a completely
ahead,
different timeline.
which is interesting because of the fact that how
Right. So then-
different it looks like.
I have
Wolverine
no
is.
fucking idea.
Yeah.
this is where my
It's
head
confusing,
explodes
man.
is because then they go back and I can't tell if this is after the X-Men 3 movie or
It is.
okay. That makes sense now. All right. Because you can't tell because when he goes back, like it looks like everything from that movie or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, it
anything
does.
anything prior to that like should have been like that.
Well, that's
point,
how
you know?
a lot of these movies are like turning out to be. Like they don't make any fucking sense.
That's kind of interesting, though. I mean, like I follow this because of a lot of it. I love movie news. Besides that, I try and keep up with it for this show. But it's fun. It's interesting when I hear other people talk about it because
Yeah.
I didn't know that because you might not have read what I read or whatever. Other people think different things.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing I was going to say, too, because in the Old Man Logan comics, the reason why the world is the way that it is in that time frame is because of the Civil War.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what they're going
Right.
to do with this, since it's
Right.
obviously not the situation. So it's going to
Yeah,
be kind of
it's
crazy.
confusing, but I'm still very excited from the trailer.
No, I am. That's why when I saw, I was.
But there's a lot of
worried.
questions.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of questions of what they're gonna do, but it looks like it's gonna be a super fun movie, and I like that it doesn't look like a comic book movie.
It doesn't.
It really
doesn't.
just looks
It
like
a fucking indie film.
Like halfway into the trailer, you're like, wait a minute, is this fucking Logan? Stuff?
Yeah.
And then you see him with his claw. Oh, okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, that is my last story. Does anyone have anything they want to say?
That is it.
Wrap it.
Let's wrap it up. First,
Yeah.
let's talk about this in the comments, and of course, something we want to shout out. Puppet.
Puppet tomorrow night. Go to El Cid Theater and Restaurant in Silver Lake. Be there at 7 at the latest. Get your tickets. $13 without costume, $10 with costume. Watch the new film that I'm in. It's about a half hour long, and it's in that first block. It's in that first block of films, so it'll be mixed in with that first little block. Get there at 7 o'clock. Get your fucking tickets. Get there. Red carpet. All that shit. It'll be amazing.
Boom.
And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan P. Demarest. Next Tuesday, Comedy at the Dollar.
Oh, I'm going.
Silver Dollar
I'll be there.
Saloon will give me a night to do comedy for the first time. And we got some heavy fucking hitters, man. And
I saw that.
And I think a lot of people are coming. So it's going to be a good night. And I'm excited.
Get there early, but not earlier than me because I kind of want a good spot. So.
I'll be hosting, so try and get there before 9 because I'm doing a set up front. So if you miss it, then you miss it.
Then you're fucked.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
All right. We want to thank our guests. Frank, you want to shout out your tags? Anything you want to say?
No tags.
All right.
This time, but thanks for having me on, guys.
For sure.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much
I
for
always
listening. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe however you're listening. Go to iTunes, Stitcher, was it Podbean?
Podbean.
Google
Play.
SoundCloud. Ripped Radio. Thank you so much for hosting us for so long.
By the way, thanks Frank for telling us to be on Podbean.
Podbean's a shit. And I subscribe to you guys, and I download your episodes.
Boom.
Just so you know.
Download, subscribe, all this stuff. Thank you so much. All of our live viewers, I want to say thank you so much for checking it out with us.
All one of you.
Sticking out with us because we have I have 5 on my screen. I don't know. It's
all
different.
one of you.
All right, cool.
12 and a half.
Thank you so much. Completely. If you would like to support us, we are looking for some new equipment. We need some new stuff to bring you more quality equipment. Go ahead and check out our Patreon, which we will actually have some new content for you, especially if you follow us and help us out. Go to patreon.com/Humpcast.
Patreon.
Check out myself. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Garrett_AM Lee. Not Patreon. And then you can go ahead and follow my daily happenings at Mitch_Striker on Snapchat.
Patreon.
And you can follow me at twitter.com/RickyC. My Instagram is RickyC90. And I thought since we were supposed to have a rapper on, I figured that we end on another rapper.
Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper, if you remember. No, it's actually
Triangle.
It's actually Action Bronson coming out with a new. This is a new single
just came
called
out.
"Descendant of the Stars." This is, I guess, when he had his what was it, Traveling with the Stars show on Viceland, so you can check it out. It's Descendant of the Stars. It's pretty sweet. That's it.
Nice.
Peace.
Go to the premiere of Puppet, and I want to say thank you so much. Happy Halloween.
As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. They try to sign your boy to a deal like a Japanese pitcher. I heard Barkley bought a monster for a stripper. Yo, what a shitty tipper, that's where we differ. I handed the keys to the beam of the uplifter. 11 miles up the river, there's a base camp. Play the tent, wait for the enemy, they came and went. I'll admit I had to lay some heads. The doctor said I should be taking meds. So I passed the weed to my mother, tell her roll that shit. Can a motherfucker get a soul clap, bitch? I don't give a fuck, I'm just a grown ass kid. Eyes wide shut, I control that whip. I did an interview for GQ while taking a shit. I'm into getting cake and wear a snakeskin when I spit. I'm in my heyday, people only call me when it's payday. If I was drowning, would they save me? As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. Motherfucker, yeah. My jump shot got an arc like Noah, and 10 of every kind of animal could roll up. I park water like it's just another ordinary night. Every day is clearer that there's more to life. You can catch me at the Grammys rocking white sweats. It's obvious that I like sex. Half Robocop, half Mike Tyson, tatted on my neck. This is Captain Bronson live from the flight deck. Land on remote islands, you can't change my channel. Doing donuts on the camel, Desert Storm camera on. I'm on the same drugs that Hammer was on. Turn the camera on, I'm like a fucking monster out the Amazon. God damn. Shit, boy, yeah, man, yeah, you're Queens in the motherfucking building, you already know. It's me. As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. Motherfucker, as a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. As a descendant of the stars.